There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Broken Earth. I am your host, Warren, live at our buddy Pat's house. We're hanging out with Pat, trying to make a little tour to see everybody. Won't be seeing everybody, unfortunately, but we're trying. Anyway, we are going to start off like we usually do with the Dice of Destiny, and that is going to be Ket. Ket, what happened last session? If you were talking, Ket, we cannot hear you.
No, my internet is being AIDS right now, so there's kind of lag. So I got the Dice of Destiny.
Yes, you did. What happened last session? Anyone else who is not talking, please mute yourselves to try to keep faith with the whole push to talk thing. And we will adjust our camera just a little bit. There we go. So go ahead, Ket, whenever you're ready.
All right, so last week on Broken Earth, we fuck did we do? We were at the bunker. I won a fight. Morgan tied a fight. Might as well have fucking lost.
He gave as good as he got.
I guess I won Rodney a few coins. And I guess we just kind of resupplied, traded up a few things. Ket slapped some cheeks, and then we were able to, or Morgrim was able to convince the war chief to let us go out on an expedition to that place with the people who were doing the things, and we're on our way there.
Alrighty, that's pretty much where we're at, yeah. So we ended last session with you guys around a bit of a campfire. Oops. NT is the campfire, as it seems. And Chandler, pretty much.
I'm a honka honka burning love.
Oh my god! Actually, we're going to switch over to where everyone can see everyone on Owlbear. Okay, so you guys are pretty much huddled up over at a campfire. Waking up the next day after the run-in with the dogs that everyone thought were werewolves or what have you. Where imaginations ran wild, but you guys are all surrounded by a campfire, eating the last of the breakfast that was made for the morning. Is there anything?
Nom 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 nom.
So we have Rodney eating. Is anybody wanting to do anything other than eat and get back on the road? Yes.
I am going to be furiously tinkering with what appears to everyone else to be a hunk of nasty metal.
Yes. You're tinkering with your thing as per usual. NT, what art thou doing?
Eating and cleaning my guns.
Okay. Ket? Austin, can you turn off
I'm
your...
just going to be stuffing my face, eating as much as anybody will let me.
Fat kid.
Yeah, because changelings need a lot of food for their high metabolism. So
Yes.
I'm like staring everybody down, seeing if there's going to be any leftovers, and I'm eating everything.
Morgrim, are you wanting to do anything special for the morning?
I don't think I really have anything.
Okay. And last but not least, Cedar.
I am stuffing my face.
Yeah, me and Cedar are right next to each other, speed eating. Just
Well, we'll actually make it reflect that. We'll have Cedar trade places with NT. Also, we couldn't hear you on the stream. You could hear through my microphone, but not through yours.
I'm well aware. I can
Okay.
hear myself.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so to continue on, Chandler pretty much says, "All right, we're going to reconnoiter Joplin. If you guys could please turn off your mic whenever you're not speaking. Thank you." Chandler pretty much lets you guys know that, hey, we're going to be
Possibly cameras,
continuing our
if you
patrol.
wouldn't mind. It would definitely be a relief on my broadband.
You need no cameras there, Mykel.
Yeah, I definitely meant to say bandwidth, but I accidentally said broadband. So
Yeah.
it would definitely help.
Yeah, if you guys could turn off your cameras for now, so that way Mykel's internet doesn't throw AIDS. And also if you need to, you can pop out and pop back in as well, Mykel. It's fine. But anyway, Chandler lets you guys know you guys are going to be continuing your patrol, and you'll be hitting Joplin roughly around sundown. And with that, he begins putting things, pretty much packing the camp up, putting things in his truck, which we're just going to have his token be the truck and just increase his size. Everyone else can just keep your sizes because motorcycles aren't that big. But yeah, he's ready to load up and move on whenever you guys are.
let's go.
Let's boogie, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dishearteningly looking at the empty pot of food that's getting put up, and just kind of shrug and be like, "Well, all right, better luck next time."
Indeed.
And kind of dust off the bull head on the front of my motorcycle to make sure everyone can see it as I'm getting on.
Okay. So yes, we're going to say that information Ket will be closest to the truck. I'm assuming everyone else is going to be just kind of loading up, checking equipment, last minute checks, and then getting on the motorcycles.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
make sure everything's
Making sure
loaded.
my inscriptions are good to go.
Yep, making sure.
Nice and
I'll
freshly
be
etched.
right back.
Okay. So what can we decide on for order of march here? Who's going to be next to Ket?
I'll take the rear.
Okay, so
I'll roll next to Ket.
well, NT said first, so
I bet you
we'll
will.
put Rodney there. Morgram, where do you want to be? Right, yay. Cedar, where would you like to be?
I'll be towards the middle.
Well, it looks like you're going to be up front, Cedar.
Fuck.
So yes, you guys are driving along in that specific formation. When you end up, let me pull up my notes.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it.
I need to look at my notes real quick. No, not the character sheets. Here we go. Broken Earth.
Today's episode is how's fucked up is fucked up. We'd all be fucked up.
So yes, you guys end up riding for most of the day. Are you wanting to stop for any scrap or anything like that, or just keep on going?
I mean, if there's anything like technology-wise that would pique my interest, I would stop and try to snag up some pieces.
Yeah,
Go
that
ahead.
or any scrap metal.
Alrighty,
I'm
you
looking
guys.
for potentially some grips or something I can turn into grips.
Okay. All of you guys either give me investigation or perception checks, whichever is highest.
Oh yeah, I might need my dice for D&D.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be rolling a lot of dice.
Say it like that.
Ronnie, for some reason, doesn't find shit.
You said
What
it.
did
So I
Rodney
rolled
get?
a nat 20. And
Uh,
I'm gonna be looking for a length of chain.
let's see, investigation, a total of 8.
Investigation or
So
Yeah,
Rodney's
Rodney.
distracted.
Let's see where you're at. Yeah, you are more or less being on the lookout for any potential enemies. That seems to be your highest priority is, getting blindsided, in which you don't see anything as of right now.
Okay.
I
Ket.
rolled a 9. Sorry.
Wonderful. Okay, so that's another natural 20 on Cedar. Jesus,
yeah. See, I
y'all
wish
are
we had
wasting
this
your
later.
natural 20s. What are you looking for?
See if there's anything worth grabbing on the way there,
Well, like scrap and whatnot. Okay.
or some gas or vehicles that could possibly have gas.
Yeah. So Cedar, I will say he finds. Let me grab my GM screen now. Jeez, I totally came unprepared. Oh, I'm such a crappy game master. Let's see. Go ahead and roll me a d20 again, Cedar.
17.
17. So you find. Let's do some math here.
Oh boy.
If anybody wants it, talking about chat, everyone say hi to Kobe.
What up,
Howdy,
Kobe?
howdy.
You find 29 gold worth of scrap for the party, which I will notate down. As far as Ket's chain is concerned, you do find a chain kind of laid up on a logging truck. It is.
I had a roll as well.
Yeah, give me just a second. It is about maybe 20, 25 feet worth of chain.
Hell yeah. So I will wrap it up, and I guess for now I'm actually gonna wrap it around the frame of the motorcycle, like I guess like where the gas tank is.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like wrap it back and forth around there for safekeeping for now until I can find something to cut it into a more manageable piece.
So you're more or less just trying to tie it in on your bike to make it look more fierce, but to also kind of hold it in place. Go ahead and give me,
Yeah.
because this would be kind of like tying knots, I would say give me a survival check. And then, what was your check, Marty?
I had a unnatural 19.
So a 19. You said that you were looking for some type of grip. You
Some nice wood, something like that.
well, you do find a rather like a bush with rather thick branches on it. You reckon that if you were to take off a branch or two, you could, over the course of some time, whittle down some decent grips.
Let's go.
Um, And what was Inti's?
I rolled a 9. You said investigation or survival?
No, investigation or perception for this check.
Okay, so that's a 12.
A 12. We will say roll me a d20 and tell me the number.
Also a 9.
Okay, you find about 11 gold worth of scrap, which I will notate down for you. Okay. And we got Rodney, we got Cedar, we got Marty, we got Inti. Was Morgrim going to look for any scrap or whatnot?
No, but I will pull perimeter.
Okay. So you'll make sure that nobody accosts the group while they're out scavenging and stuff. That is absolutely fine. You don't find anyone that wants to, as the kids say these days, fuck around and find out. So,
shizzle.
your journey to Joplin, other than the finding of scrap. Oh, by the way, what was your survival check there, Ket? Ket.
What'd you say, Warren?
What was your survival check?
No, Megan.
Yes.
What was your
Right, or
survival
here.
check?
Dinner tomorrow.
Oh shit! It was. It was an 8.
8.
Wait, did we all roll in survival checks?
No, this was for him to wrap the chain around his bike.
Okay.
You have a feeling that it's not going to stay around, and considering that it could fall among the wheels, it would probably be best to just put it in a saddlebag for now. Unless, of course, you want to keep it on, in which case, good luck.
Holy shit. This is being fucking stupid, yo.
Go ahead and bounce out and come back, Ket. We'll just say that you put the chain in your saddlebag. But anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna move on. So yes, after a day's hard ride, you guys finally get just outside the outskirts of Joplin, Missouri. As at this point, you guys see what is something that hasn't been used. We'll use one of those and one of these. You see 2 bodies in the middle of the road. Is anyone going to investigate these bodies?
Yes, I am.
I'll go with him.
I'm going to pull out my rifle.
So everyone's kind of,
Same.
kicking the
Rifle
kickstand
at the
out,
ready.
kicking the kickstand out on the bike, dismounting and investigating.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I do not want to dismount.
This guy right here, we'll call him Bob. The guy on the left over here. He has a rifle at his side, and he seems to be lifeless. His eyes are wide open, just stared up at the sky, and he just appears to be lifeless here.
Well, that's fucking creepy.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna draw both pistols. Kind of walk over to Bob. Kind of slide. Kind of use my foot to slide the rifle away from him, and check to see if he's got a pulse.
Whenever you put your fingers down on his throat where the artery would be, you don't feel anything. As a matter of fact, he feels colder than he should be.
I want to move out towards the right.
So
to
this
check the
guy,
second body.
so the guy to the right, I'm assuming this guy over here, Morgan?
Yep.
Yes. As you're walking up to him, he appears to be lifeless. But you go over to him. He is face down on the ground. Are you wanting to turn him over?
So I'm going to approach him from his feet, pistol drawn. I'm going to kick his foot.
You hear it.
So I'm going to turn over my shoulder. We got a live one.
Cedar is not here at the moment. He's typically the doctor.
Hey, I'll run up.
Yeah, so you're gonna run up to where Morgan is?
Yeah, and cast Cure Light Wounds.
I wouldn't do that just yet.
That's
guy
too
could
late. He said it.
Be a
Don't worry.
threat.
I said it. Well, that's
said it.
true.
Can I
Too late
roll?
now.
I will allow you to take
Can I
to take that back. I will allow you to take it back.
Okay, hold on. Before I heal him,
Because
let's do
I-
this.
I have not fully explained him.
I
He
was about to say, I was
appears-
just gonna roll insight.
He appears dead, but upon further inspection, he is weak and dehydrated, but alive. He has.
Can I roll a perception check to look around, see if there's anybody like around the road?
Yeah. So let me also paint the scene a little bit for you as well.
Okay.
So along this area. And along this area, are you? Can you see the map, Brandon?
Yes.
Okay, so you're seeing my little mouse thing.
Yes.
On
Your
each-
little laser pointer.
Yes, on each of those sides, there seems to be a relatively sheer cliff. If you guys have ever traveled on the interstates, especially in the southwest, where the road cuts into hills and whatnot, where you have that maybe 20, 30-foot sheer cliff. You're pretty much in a bit of a valley, although it does open out towards this area where you can, walk around and check on either side. Okay, make more sense.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Do I have a pointer?
Yes.
Pointer tool. Okay.
If you were using the computer, I believe. Excuse me.
I am. Okay, so like through here is still cliff face on both sides, and then it opens up over here.
Yeah, it opens up mostly around in this area.
Okay, on both sides or just the one?
Yeah, and in your direction of travel, it will open up towards Joplin this way. It's just on both sides of you have that cliff or those cliffs.
All right. Then can I roll a perception check to look and see if there's like anybody or anything unusual about the cliffs like up top on the cliff faces?
On the faces, sure.
No, like up top.
Oh, up top.
Mainly. Like any ropes
ridge.
dangling.
I have returned.
Oh,
Like the ropes dangling, any chains, anything like that.
Oh no! Like looking from here, there's nothing of the sort. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
Well,
Then yeah.
I'm gonna get kind of. I'm assuming the way I'm approaching him, like this. His feet are here, so I'm gonna come around to his side, and I'm gonna get down and use one of my hands to kind of roll him just a little bit so I can see underneath to make sure there's no wires or a grenade, anything that could hurt me. Do I see anything?
If anything, you see a pool of blood. underneath him, there appears to be a knife that he had clutched close to him. He does have a bullet wound on his right side, probably where his kidney would be.
All right. So I'm gonna roll him over onto his back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take out one of my minor health potions and give that to him.
Yeah. So you give him a potion. You see the color begin returning to his face, and that hole in his side begins to close, though it doesn't close all the way. And he greedily drinks it. He is thirsty.
Who's that with me? It's Rodney. I'm gonna motion for Rodney to hurry on over and tell him bring water.
All right, cool. I imagine we have water on the
Yeah,
buggy, right?
yeah. That's
Yeah, I'll
easy
go
to
grab
get.
some water and bring it over to him.
Yeah, that's easy. He drinks the water greedily, almost chokes on it, but he says, thank you so much."
I'm going to, I'm gonna kind of start working on his wounds. If I got to make a medicine check.
Sure. If you would please.
And my medicine modifier. Medicine. 21.
The bullet is still in him. This is going to require some type of surgery to remove.
So, being a brave in training, would I be any kind of versed in combat, field medicine?
About as much as
Because I have training in real life with some field medicine, but not a crazy amount. Would I be able to apply what I know?
You wouldn't be able to do the surgery that you would need. If anything, you can put a bandage on it. Which there
Do I have a tampon in my backpack?
A what?
A tampon.
Contrary to popular belief, tampons don't plug bullet wounds. But
I'm not trying to plug it. It's gonna, keep anything out of the wound.
I mean, we'll say that you have a bit of gauze.
All right, I'm just gonna pack his wound with gauze after I clean it with water. Then.
Yeah, he winces in pain, as you do. But
I probably should have warned you that was gonna hurt. Sorry.
Let the pain flow through you.
And he's thanking you profusely, even as you're hurting him.
So, you want to tell us what happened here? Because I don't think your buddy's gonna pull through.
Well, I mean, we got attacked by like a large group. An army of bandits came and attacked the town. They raped and pillaged the town, and then they left, killing everybody. I was barely able to get out, and then that fucker over there came up and shot me.
Wait, your friend shot you?
He's not my friend. He was one of them.
Let's see. Who is... I'm going to holler off to Marty. Hey, check his body for colors.
Marty?
I'm going to holster one of my pistols, grab the rifle that I kind of nudged off to the side, and then holster my other pistol, flip him, kind of shift him around to see if I can find any colors. Do I need to roll for that?
Sure, if you would like.
Perception check, go.
Yeah, this would be more investigation.
Oh, wow.
I'd like to say a silent prayer to Zadkiel. And I just want to say, if you could tell me any colors I might be looking for, that'd be helpful if, you want to, if you're feeling generous. And to the gentleman that I am working on, how large do you think the group was?
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going down right now. Let me get Marty out of the way first. Marty, what was your investigation check? Marty, can you hear me? We can barely hear him if he's saying anything at all.
Hello.
There you are.
Oh my word! It was. I didn't do anything different. I really didn't. I got an 18.
18. He doesn't appear to be flying any form of colors. There's no identifying marks on him. It seems to be the only
Okey
thing that
doke.
this guy was carrying was a pouch full of hardtack and jerky, another pouch filled with ammo, and the rifle that you took off of him, along with
Well,
his boots and clothes.
I'm going to yoink all of that except his boots and clothes. Well, I'm taking his boots. And I'm going to check the rifle to see if there's anything special about it, i.e., either attachments,
Whoa,
Jesus.
Jesus
either
Christ.
attachments, sights, or anything that I could potentially put on mine, or if he's got any kind of artwork on his rifle.
It seems to be iron sights, although there is a
Beans.
bit of filigree carved into the wood. If you could hazard a guess, just considering how, I mean, the rifle has since been treated harshly, but you did notice that at one point in time, these parts that were in this rifle were relatively match grade. But they have since kind of deteriorated with thousands of rounds being shot through it, and just being left out in the elements.
So there's no restoring this rifle. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's a serviceable rifle, and you may be able to restore it. It's just you would have to have materials to do so. Your conclusion upon looking at the rifle is it was probably a family heirloom.
Interesting. I'm going to walk back to my. I'm going to call back to Morgrim and say there's no colors on him, but I'm taking his stuff. I'm going to walk back to my my bike and put everything in the bike. Do I have 2 or 1 rifle holsters?
You only have one rifle holster.
Okay, is the rifle to be broke down so I can put it in my saddlebag?
Yeah, considering you know how guns work in this world, you are able to find a takedown pin. You take out the takedown pin. Only one pin is well, no, 2 pins would be holding this rifle together. You're easily able to pop those pins out. Austin, turn off your mic if you would please. You are easily able to pop those pins out. Break the rifle pretty much in half. One part is the stock, one part is the actual action and barrel in and of itself. And
So is this
what's
this
up?
an AR or is this like a lever? Is this like a bolt action?
It's a bolt action.
Okay.
Just a hunting rifle.
Alrighty.
Okay,
So yeah, it goes in the bag. We're good.
So now we're gonna go to Morgrim, unless Inti and Ket would like to do something.
I'm good. I'm just looking around, trying to watch out for any ambush or anything.
Okay.
Keep
what
my
about
guard
you?
up.
What about you, Ket?
Yeah, I guess considering I just kind of jumped in, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. You guys can update me later, but yeah, I'll just be watching out for, watching everybody's back.
Okay. Yeah, Chandler seems to have crawled up to the gun, and he seems to be pulling rear security, as it were. So Morgrim, you said, and are you doing this with an earshot of Rodney?
Which part?
Your prayer.
I was saying it in my head. Do I need to vocalize? If I need to vocalize, I am okay vocalizing.
No, you do not have to. Let's see if he answers. So let's do that one more time since I screwed it up. Yeah. So you get no reply. The line appears to be dead at the moment.
Okay.
Getting a busy signal.
Yes.
So that still goes back to my question to almost dead guy. If he knows or if he has any kind of idea roughly how big the group was that attacked.
Like I said, it was a fucking army, man.
Well, just gonna kind of sigh in frustration because in the back of my head I'm like, that's not fucking helpful. An army could be 400 guys, it could be 10 guys. Jesus. And then I'm gonna ask which direction they came from.
I mean, whenever they set upon us, it was fucking chaos everywhere. Who are you guys?
We're with the crows.
Since Rodney and Morgrim are there, roll me insight checks.
Insight +4, 17.
17. Rodney?
Let's see, it's 17, 19 total.
Alrighty. So Morgrim, you're more or less continuing to look over his wounds. And while you're asking him these questions, you're also busy praying and whatnot. Your focus isn't on his face. Rodney, you see a look of dread come across his face.
Like he's terrified of us, or
That he is terrified that you are crows.
oh, if that's the case, then I'm reach into my nice little backpack of holding and pull out one of my makeshift bombs and proceed to set it next to him, and then ask him, "Are you with the army or are you with the town, bud?"
Well, fuck. And it's at that point that you hear a sound. An
Question.
unmistakable sound.
How quick is my draw?
You will find that out in just a moment.
Do I have to beat you in a roll
I
to
was
see
in
if I can
earshot.
faster draw?
No.
Because in real life, I'm pretty quick. I've tested it.
I had this motherfucker set aside, and now I have to find it.
He's the fastest hands in the South.
Fast hands in the nation, motherfucker.
That moment when you find out you can't draw worth shit.
No, it's
Off in the
actually
distance, you
ironic.
hear this. Can you hear it?
Oh,
Yes.
Incoming.
that's
we
not
can hear
good.
it.
That's an
Incoming.
early warning.
Incoming.
And see, with your knowledge of the old world,
Oh, my fucking god, this cat.
I would realize that's a freaking tornado siren.
well, you would realize it, and it would immediately perk your interest, and it is coming off in this direction over here.
All right, I want to level my rifle and over there. Or actually, no. Is it up on top of the cliffs or after it opens up?
It seems to be coming from behind the cliff.
Behind the cliff.
You are looking at the cliff face that's about 20, 30 feet tall. It seems to be on the other side of it.
Okay. So it's 20 or 30 feet tall?
The cliff is, yes.
Okay. Let me see. Do I have got to see what I got before I decide to do that. Actually, no. None of those gonna work. Where is it?
We'll give you a little bit more time, Frank.
Do I have any explosives?
That depends. Did Rodney give you any explosives?
I
Not
think he
off-
did.
Not off the latest batch. I haven't.
No, you do not have any explosives.
Well, no, I thought I still had some from when he gave them to me last time.
You use that
I
pipe
don't,
bomb.
did you? Yeah.
Huh?
You use that pipe bomb.
Well, shit. All right, then. I just want to holler, hey everybody, let's hurry up and get the hell out of this spot.
Ow, fucking psycho cat.
So Morgrim, you looking down at this guy, Morgrim and Rodney, sheer and utter terror comes across this man's face.
I'm gonna look
Is he
at him
still?
and
Is he
ask him,
still wounded? Like immobile, or is he mobile now?
He is not mobile.
Cute. All right, what were you gonna ask him, Morgan? Because I was just
I
gonna
was
drag
gonna
him
ask
with
him if
us.
he could walk or not. Otherwise, I'm gonna throw him over my shoulder and fireman's carry him back to the truck.
Oh, Morgan, he's part of the crew that killed the town people. So I mean, we could just leave him
Wait,
here
please! No, you can't leave me behind, man! It's at this point
Shoot him and
all,
be done with it.
all of you hear the sounds of motorcycle engines, truck engines, engines in general, being fired up all at once.
Let's
Well,
get
nifty.
the hell out of here.
Take the prisoner of war. Let's go.
Please, no, you can't. Please take me with you.
So I'm gonna pick this guy up and throw him over my shoulders. Get ready to roll.
The
That's-
sounds of
Can
the
I roll-
engines
be
are
a-
coming closer.
Can
Yeah.
I roll a perception check for how far off they are?
I need to know what I need to roll to pick this guy up.
I will need a strength check. And because you are in fear. Actually, no, I'm not going
Am
to.
I in fear though?
I won't impose advantage or disadvantage. Just go ahead and roll a strength check.
Well, with my -1 modifier, it's a 17.
Yeah, you're able to pick him up.
gonna
And
start-
you'll be moving at half speed to wherever you're going to be dropping him off.
I'm hobble running over to my motorcycle.
Yeah, Rodney, what are you doing?
I'm going to pick up my bomb and prep it for whatever I got to throw it at, and then start moving back to the bike.
Okay, so you're running over. Oh, shit. That's not the grabber tool. There we go. You're running back over to your bike. Morgan.
Real quick.
Yes.
Remind me, because I can't remember. Are tieflings' tails prehensile?
What do you mean?
No.
Like, can you
Like,
use,
could I wrap it around his throat if I needed to?
I'm going to say no. You cannot use your tail for anything mechanically.
Damn. All right.
That would be an unfair advantage.
I mean, only for somebody that's behind me and like within 2 feet.
Anyway, Marty, what are you doing?
I'm going to unsling my rifle, or grab my rifle from the truck, and pull security on the guys that are coming back to the motorcycles.
Yeah, so we're going to put you at your motorcycle because I'm assuming you holstered your rifle in the holster.
Yeah, I did.
So yeah, Morgrim, it takes him a bit to get to his motorcycle, but right as he does and begins putting the wounded guy on the motorcycle. The sounds of vengeance. Who wanted a perception check to see how far out they were? I believe that was NT.
NT.
Yes, what was that
It
perception
was.
check?
13.
Okay, so at the time, before everyone began moving, they sounded pretty much on top of you. And it is because of that reason that whenever Morgrim gets to the bike, Morgrim does a 12 hit.
God damn.
Yeah.
That do, okay? You take 9 points of damage. Jesus.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, you take 9 points of damage, and right as you set the guy down on your bike, you end up being thrown onto your bike. Give me a dexterity saving throw to make sure that you don't flip the bike over.
Ooh, thank you, Jesus. It's going to be a 19.
A 19. You are able to catch yourself, swing your leg over, start your bike, and everyone at this point can dip. But before you do, a line of guys on top of motorcycles crest this hill, and they are beginning to. You can see some more begin trying to cut off your escape.
Hey, quick question. How far up are they?
They are about 30-ish feet up.
30-ish feet up. All right,
Yes.
cool. I am casting catapult on my bomb.
Yin and the elite.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So catapult my bomb, and it's going to hit. We're gonna go with this guy right here. He's got to
Okay.
make a Dex 15.
A Dex 15.
Nevertheless, it's still a bomb.
Yeah.
So
So a Dex 15, he does not make it.
all right, so it strikes him for 3d8 plus the bomb would go off, and that's 3d6. So that's a lot of damage. So 1, 2, 3. So from the catapult alone, it's 12.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3. From the bomb, it is 8, 10. So 22 total.
Okay, so point to me which one you were throwing it at. That
This
one?
guy got hit with the bomb.
Okay, so that guy was dead on impact. This guy is dead from explosion, and that guy is dead from explosion.
And as that happens, and we take off rolling, middle finger goes up. Fuck you!
Real.
Can I try and take a pot
off,
shot with one with my rifle as we take off?
Sure, we'll have a little bit of a volley. We're gonna hit Rodney at first, though. Which that malfunctions. That's going to hit Rodney, though, because that is a 17 to hit.
Yep, that definitely hits.
A whopping
Payback's a bitch.
A whopping 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, NT can go ahead and get his pot shot off. Point to me which one you're going to be taking out, NT, or trying to take out first.
Want to try and take out this guy. Or doesn't really matter, just one of these up here.
Okay.
All right. That's a 1d10 plus 3. That's my d10. 7 plus 3. That's 10. And for my damage type is 1d10 plus 3, so that's 10, and I have a plus 5 for my attack bonus.
So what was the attack first?
1d10 plus 3?
No, it said you roll a d20 and then it's your plus 5 to attack. Because what you were saying is your damage.
Yeah, I didn't roll that. 10 plus 3, that's 13.
No, it'd be plus 5, so that'd be 15. That'll hit, and your damage that you've rolled will take this guy's head off.
Hey,
And I'm assuming you're quickly hopping on your bike and scrambling out.
I never got off my bike.
Okay. So Cedar, you see those guys up on the hill, and they seem to be trying to cut you guys off down here. And you can hear more sounds coming to this direction from this direction.
All right. Then, so am I still in the lead?
Yeah, where you're at is where you're at.
Okay. Then is everyone on the motorcycles correct?
Yeah, everyone's on the motorcycles right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try to see if we can take a route over here to avoid getting fucking.
So you're gonna lead the procession out. Okay. So we're going to have you move toward this way. And I'm assuming you're screaming, "Follow me this way," kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Marty, are you wanting to get a pot shot off?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead, because a couple of them are going to start shooting at you as well.
Oh. 11 plus 5 is 16.
That
And
will
then lever action's 1d10 plus 3. Where's my d10 at? Right there, 1d10. 5.
5 points of damage. So which one were you hitting?
Let's go with that guy.
Yeah, so you hit him. You know you hit him, but he is still up. Yeah, and them shooting at you, Marty, none of them really connected. You were able to kind of duck out of the way of a couple of them and get a shot off. Last one is Ket.
Yeah, I'll take a shot. I'm not in front of my laptop right now, so I can't see the map. But I'll just say whichever guy is the closest to me.
Okay, then roll me a d20. Well, roll
So
your attack
that's
first.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, and 5 points of damage.
Yeah, so you know you hit that guy, but he is still up. Now I'm just going to assume that everyone, once they get their shots off, they're going to follow Cedar, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Get
but
the hell out.
before I go crazy on the bike, I'm gonna turn to the guy that I put on the bike and say not a fucking word about who we are if we get caught, and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah, so we're going to put that guy up there, but he is on Morgrim's bike. Rodney and NT and Ket, you guys begin taking off. You, however, hear Chandler's machine gun begin going off, and he is squirting this entire line.
Awesome. Good on you. Good on you, Mr. Bing.
But it's hard for him to be in the bed of the truck shooting a machine gun and driving at the same time. You guys are leaving him behind. And at this point, will everyone roll me initiative, please?
Fuck.
We left
The
our boss
7 to
behind.
hit.
21.
So
Technically, we're outflanking these guys because they're going to come in through the center and try and flank us, but in reality, they're getting caught in the pincer attack.
I got a 9.
I got a 14.
NT was 9. We got a 14 from Rodney. Ket?
That's a 7. But actually, what Ket's gonna do when he hears the machine gun, he's gonna turn around and see that Chandler's still back there, and he's actually gonna turn around and go back and see if he can help.
Okay, so you were in the process of turning your bike around then. Marty, what are you?
15.
15 for Marty.
Side note, guys.
What's up?
My kitten has awoken and chose violence.
Oh damn.
Fucking same.
So
She
buddy,
just
I am missing
springboard.
Cedar. Cedar, go ahead and give me your initiative, if you would, please, good sir.
It's 12.
12 plus 3?
Yeah.
So 15.
15. My bad.
We will say that you will be right after Marty because both of your guys' initiative is the same. Okay, so now I get to roll a whole bunch of dice. We'll do 4 dice. And we'll give the highest to Chandler, which will go right after Morgrim. Okay, and then so that's that being at that. And right after them, so we'll say that, and then right after Ket will be the last of them.
Hey, so I got a question real quick before we get all hot and heavy into battle and shit.
What's up?
Do you have to roll your inspiration die before you're told, before you know whether or not it passed, before you know whether or not your regular roll
Before
passed?
an outcome is rendered, and anytime before an outcome is rendered, you can roll your inspiration.
Okay.
Okay, so pretty much like if you roll a d20 and it's super low, but you think that you might be able to pass the check, I'll go ahead and roll my inspiration, and that's how you would give it
Got
to
you.
me.
But you can't tell me, yeah, you can't tell me it failed and I go, oh, but let me roll my d4 real quick.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so first up is Morgrim.
Oh, I don't want this fight.
Blast too damn bad.
I mean, I guess we're all turning around because Chandler, fucking asshole.
As you guys are beginning to turn around, he's saying, "Get the fuck out of here."
I mean, I kind of want to follow orders in this situation.
That is entirely up to you, man.
I want to avoid this at all costs because we're already outnumbered, and there's more coming.
Leroy Jenkins.
Look, don't start with me, Pat. I've been through that. I don't want to relive early 2000s, okay?
Too bad.
Yeah,
We're doing it.
you have
We're doing
no
it.
idea how Austin that is.
He legit was called Leroy in high school.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, I was.
Yep.
That sounds like what I know about Austin.
Chandler is adamant, though, as he's rocking on that 240 to get the fuck out. He wants you guys out of here.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to look first before I roll fucking shit. I'm going to tell everybody I think we need to do what fucking Chandler says.
And what are you going to do on your turn?
I'm going to shoot the guy that's closest. I'm just going to pull out my pistol and fucking Eldritch blast him.
I will say that is possible. Yeah, go ahead. If you are going to be piloting your motorcycles, you can only use one-handed weapons. If that makes sense.
That's all I got.
Yeah, but your
I
Eldritch
think
Blast,
that
I
makes
will
perfect
say,
sense.
I will say that Eldritch Blast can be casted one-handed. So go ahead.
Well, doesn't my Eldritch Blast come out of my pistol? Okay.
And that's why I'm saying it's one-handed. So do it.
Huh. All right. Let me see. All right. So that's gonna be does a 22 hit?
22 will hit. It will hit
Cool.
this guy.
Which guy?
This one.
Okay. And that's 2d10.
Do it to it. How was that 2d10?
6. Level 2. Eldritch Blast does 1d10 for every level.
Okay.
And that's going to be an 8. So
He's dead.
14 points of damage.
He's dead.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Just see Leroy Jenkins over here popping off.
So,
Hell yeah.
with that, I'm assuming you're going to be gunning it past and getting the fuck out
See.
for your full movement, because on this bike, your movement is 40 feet.
Yes.
So, 20, 30, 40. And with that, Morgrim, you look off to your left even further now that you're able to actually get a layout. Just to see of motorcycles, and every once in a while you'll get a truck.
So, roughly how many enemies can I pick out?
Well, I'm still adding, my guy.
No, I'm aware. Just give me a rough number. Guesstimate.
A guesstimation. From
Yeah.
this angle, you can probably
Too fucking many.
yes, that would be probably the first thing that would ring in your mind is that is way too fucking many. But they seem to be trying to cut off. I'm gonna try to make the opening here. So the opening kind of comes along this way and this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see just that much right here from where you're at, and it sounds like there's more over here.
Can I take a guess at how quickly they'll cut off the opening? Just based on how many I see.
Based on how many you see, they
Like,
can do it within
do
the
I
next
have 30
few
seconds for everybody to get out, or you said 20 seconds?
Few seconds, as in one turn they can begin cutting you guys off. So 6 seconds.
All right. So
we're gonna
we
move
all
on
have
from
radios.
you.
Right?
We're gonna move on from
Fuck.
we stayed with you too long. Chandler is gonna continue fucking laying down hate, and he ends up killing these guys up here. And it's at that point he is going to duck back down and try to get in the driver's seat of that truck. Next is Marty.
Hello.
What are you doing, Marty?
I am going. Hello.
Yes.
I'm going to kill this guy.
Go ahead and do it to it.
Where'd my dice go? Over there. Kablam. Does a 8 plus what is it? 5? Yeah. Does a 13 hit? Put my math correctly.
13 will. Yeah. That's your math is correct. That will hit.
Perfect. Rolling
Keep
a
in mind
dice. Kablam.
This
Oh man,
is,
that's
one of your fucking revolvers.
I thought I have a rifle out. Oh no, because I'm driving. Okay,
Motorcycle things, yes.
What is? Yes, hold on. Let me figure this out. 1d8. Okay, that's still good. Where's my d8? Is this a d8? That's a d12. This is my d8. This is my d8. Ooh, 7 plus 3. Yeah, I did 10 damage.
Yes. So I believe it was that guy. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I don't like the sound of that. I don't like that.
So yeah, we're gonna put you at that square at the start of the turn. So are you wanting to try to catch up to Morgrim?
Did he die?
No, Morgrim took off. He's taken off.
No, did the guy I shot die?
Yeah, he's dead. I took him off the field. Or I took one of them off the field because it was dead. One of the ones on the cliff. Are you wanting to move?
Yes. I'm going to...
10,
Let me go back to...
25, 30, 35, 40.
Is Chandler on the way?
You would have seen Chandler after he let off on the 240. He is beginning to climb into the truck.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to circle back, actually. I'm going to do one of these. Make sure everybody's on the way. Kind of come back.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that'll put you right there.
Everybody's coming, by the way, yes?
That depends. Cedar, what are you doing?
Chandler is moving down, right?
What was that?
Said Chandler is moving down, right?
He's moving down into his truck, yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll move slightly to the east to lay cover fire so Chandler has time to catch up to us.
Okay, so you're gonna move. Go ahead and move however far you want to move, and then you said that you were gonna fire.
If I can, if not, I'm gonna wait right there. So
Yeah, you have line of sight on the guys that are beginning to come around.
Well, this was an issue, by the way. I just realized how many enemies we were fighting.
What was that?
So Mr. Leroy Jenkins, this shit.
Well, go ahead and roll for it. Roll to attack.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 plus what? 5? Because you do have modifiers. 10 plus 4. Yeah, that'll hit. Do your damage.
So that'll be damage.
4 points of damage. Got it. He is
Damage.
still, the guy that you shot is still alive. You still have, I believe, another, because you're on the motorcycle. We'll say 15. So you have another 25 feet of movement left. Or are you wanting to stay right there?
I'll retreat right there.
Okay.
So keep a straight line for Chandler to come by.
Okay. So that is Cedar's turn. Rodney.
All right, so half of us are going forward, and the other half are turning for Chandler.
So you don't. Kent did make a move to turn his bike around. NT seems to be traveling on a straight path. You've seen Morgrim, Marty, and Cedar. They're moving up, although Cedar seems to be waiting in the spot where he's at for Chandler.
Okay. Let's see. Well, we're not going down without a fight. So we are cracking off a firebolt at this guy.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's a big whopping 10.
I
don't think that hits, does
that
it?
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Yep, unfortunate. All right, and then we're just going to roll on forward.
You're going to go ahead and go forward. You have 40 feet of movement on this bike.
All right, is that so? That's one block right there. So Oh, here, we'll just do this. Wop. Wow. There you go.
Alrighty. Now it is their reply. Or most of them, that is. So, what, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35. That guy's going to move there and take a shot at Morgrim. And that is going to hit, because that's a 15 on the die. Fuck, Morgrim's getting fucked here. So that is 8 points of damage. Oh no.
I fucking hate you.
But yes, he seems to be trying to cut you guys off. This guy is going to come over. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We'll put him right there. And he's going to take a crack shot at Marty for a 16 to hit.
No, because I have split mail now.
Okay, so that won't hit. You do feel the round connect, but you are relatively unharmed. All right, so next, we're just going to have a whole bunch of guys begin pouring into here. Well, actually be a little bit nicer as far as the distance is concerned. We're going to go ahead and shoot for Rodney, but Rodney will be behind half cover. That's not going to hit. And that is a 14 to hit, so I'm assuming not.
Nope, that is a miss.
These guys are just pouring in. We're going to take a shot at Cedar. Cedar does a 14 hit. Does a 14 hit? No, it does not. So Cedar gets shot at. NT, we're going to shoot at NT. So that is going to be...
So you're going to shoot me?
Yes, that's going to be an 18 to hit.
It hits.
So that'll be 3 points of damage. And we'll go ahead and throw one Ket's way. Just because we love Ket. So does a 14 hit Ket?
No, it does not.
Oh, it do not. Oh. Alrighty. So now it's Inti. Inti, your escape path is beginning to get cut off.
All right. Can I ride like behind Cedar while he's trying to fucking turn and try and take a shot at this SOB?
Sure. We'll put you right here for starters. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 will put you there. And keep in mind you were using your revolver.
Yes. All right. Let's see if this shit will hit. This busting? It doesn't hit.
Oh, okay. Well, what was it?
Let's see. All right. Rolled an 8. On my revolver, I have +5 attack bonus. So is that damage or to my roll?
That's +5 to your D20 roll.
Okay, so that's 13, and then with
That will
repeating shot, I have +1 bonus attack and damage roll.
It's a +1 to your bonus and to your damage. So technically it's a +6 to hit. So
Okay.
that's definitely going to hit.
Okay, sweet. All right, so 1d8 +3.
Yep.
Fuck, I'm actually gonna have to count this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's D12. There's D8. Okay. 6 plus 3 plus 1.
Yeah, that's enough to kill him.
Roll Tide.
You shoot
Get a
him,
little scared there for a sec.
and his bike ends up scattering along this way. So we're going to go ahead and put one of these to denote a bike. So that is going to be something you were. Oh shit, my bad. That is going to be something you guys are going to have to avoid. So that is Inti's turn. Next is Cat.
All right. So I had turned around, headed back towards Chandler, but he hollers, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I'm assuming I begin to see the growing horde of motherfuckers.
Yes.
So I will shoot a firebolt at one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That is 16 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And let's see, D10. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Unfortunately, that is not enough to kill him. We'll say that you were doing it to this guy. And you have 40 feet of movement.
Okay, so I will whip the bike around and start headed, following the guys, kind of keeping an eye on Chandler.
We're going to place your start of the turn right there to actually have you in a box. So go ahead and move however far you want to move. Well,
I'm not in front of my owlbear.
okay, so just 40 feet closer to your buddies.
Yes.
We'll put you pretty much right up on top of Marty. Now you guys are going to be getting hit by these bigger technicals. So,
No, you.
So,
Skadoosh.
I am going to need you guys because yeah, they have the spray and pray bullshit going on. So I'm going to need all of you to make what is it, land vehicle checks to see if you can avoid their fire.
And what goes into a land vehicle?
Give me
So
just a second.
Rodney immediately hits a ditch and goes flying.
Do what?
Rodney immediately hits a ditch and goes flying.
Fuck yeah.
What's a vehicle?
Driving along, going like 90 miles an hour, just like, I forgot how to drive. No, just
Fuck.
dies.
We'll say because you're on bikes, it'll be a dexterity.
Okay.
You know, just for ease
One.
of math, we will say dexterity saving throw, just for ease of math. And
One.
oh god, I am not liking these.
Fuck.
I rolled a 9. So the prediction that Rodney forgot how to fucking drive is quite true.
I mean, you like, oh, I forgot where the gas pedal is, but I'm still staying straight.
Clutch? What's a clutch? Yeah.
I managed to roll a 16.
So Marty said, just
I got
died.
a 6.
I don't know where my thing went.
Oh, that is a big oof. Okay.
I'm about 7.
Ket got a 16.
Cat got a 16, so half the party got hit pretty much. What about Morgrim? Morgrim, what was your dex save?
Psycho Kitty.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration points to re-roll that.
No, you don't re-roll it. You keep the d20, but you add a d4 to the roll.
Oh, then never mind because it's a nat 1.
Hey, twinning!
I mean, you can use it to save a nat 1. I do allow that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
I will
I don't wanna talk
allow
about it.
Marty.
Shut up.
I will allow you to be able to retroactively roll that d4 because you're gonna
Yeah,
need it.
well, it didn't save me because I got another 1, so I have a 2 instead.
Okay, so yes.
I'm crying on the inside. That's for my inspiration dice for no reason.
No, what was Rodney again? Oh yeah, Rodney would be getting hit. So Rodney, Marty, and
Yeah, I rolled a
Morgrim,
9.
you guys take 5 points of damage, as well as Cedar because I rolled another 5. So
I
you're
didn't
taking
add
5 points
my
of damage.
level up health points. But
You might want to
doesn't
go ahead
matter.
and do that right now.
What is it? It's a D6 plus my
No, it's a D10
Constitution?
for fighters.
I'm bleeding.
Okay, cool.
Cedar
What about my
is
D10?
bleeding. Morgrim, are you still alive?
How much damage did I take?
5.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Barely.
barely. So yes, those guys took 5 points of damage. Only NT and Ket were able to dodge gunfire. Now we're going to come to the top of the round with Morgrim.
I'm going to take a pot shot at this guy.
Go ahead.
Because fuck him. This is a 22 hit.
It do.
Ooh, where's my D10? There it is. 7. Oh shit. And a 9. So
Alrighty.
15 points of damage.
That will hit. That'll kill him. So he's gone.
Hell yeah.
His bike skitters off about yay.
And keep moving this way.
So go ahead and move yourself.
I did.
You're gonna keep on moving that way.
Yep. Away from this bullshit.
But what about the boss?
No, those are
He
just
said to
trucks.
leave.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
Chandler?
car boss.
Oh yeah. Now
The
it's coming to
boss
Chandler's
said to
turn.
fucking leave.
Chandler does end up getting in his vehicle and he ends up moving. He is beginning to move out. So that's his
If
movement.
fucking Chandler says go, you go.
And then he's going to shoot into the crowd. Ends up hitting one of them, but that person is still up. Next is Marty.
Okay, so I'm going to take a pot shot at the closest guy. This guy right here. Hello. D20. Don't. That's not a D20. It's a D12. D20. Don't fail me now. 14 plus 5 is 19. And since I have my pistol, it's a D8. Where did I put my D8? I don't want to talk about it. 4.
Yeah, so he takes a hit from you, but he does not go down.
No, you.
No, you. Cedar, you're up next.
Okay. That's a lot of buttons.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to use Cure cure wounds on me.
Okay. And what's your movement?
And my movement.
Oh, Marty, did you have a movement that you wanted to do?
Yes, run away.
Okay, so what's your movement?
Is it 40 on the bike?
Yeah, it's 40 on the bike.
Yep, run away.
You're gonna move with Morgrim.
Yeah, I'm just moving away.
Okay, so Cedar, go ahead and make your movement now, if you'd like.
It's about 40 right there.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to do.
Oh no, each of these squares is 5 feet. Homie.
Oh,
My apologies. I know the last time you saw Owlbear it was 10 feet. But these are all 5 feet squares.
so it was about right there. Right?
You were about yay. Yeah.
That's what I was. Each one of these squares is 5 feet.
Yep.
I'm going right there.
Alrighty.
And I feel myself before.
Yep. So next is Rodney.
Yeah.
Rodney,
All right,
you see the
so
sea begins getting thicker.
yeah, sure do. All right, with my revolver out, let me double check real quick. Nope. There you go. Yeah. All right. Whip out the revolver. Use my sharpshooter feat to take the -5 to do the 10 extra damage.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's a 10. That doesn't hit, does it?
It will not.
Oh, darn. All right, well, I crack off a shot and fucking miss, and then we're gonna go 40 feet. So, yep. Well, we'll go over here. We'll stay up with everybody else. So, wow.
I am in danger.
There you go.
Indeed you are, NT. Indeed you are.
Run, NT, run!
It's not my
Oh, well,
turn
that's
yet.
going to hit. That one is definitely going to hit.
Hit who though?
You.
Crap. What was it?
You take a natural 20 to the face for 6 points of damage.
Oof.
Shit.
Next, Chandler is actually going to
Okay.
take some rounds. And they are pelting his vehicle. But you do see one of the tires take a particularly grievous hit.
That hit busting.
Yeah. These guys back here are going to. Let's see, he was about right there. So. He's going to dash. To about right there. These guys can make their normal movement. NT, you can get an attack of opportunity.
I will very much take it.
Go ahead.
What do I need to roll? The d20?
Yeah, just a d20.
And do I need to add any modifiers to it?
Just you're pretty much making just a normal attack with your pistol.
All right, I rolled a 13.
Yeah,
So
that'll hit.
Okay. So 1d8. 4 plus 3. That's 7 plus 1. 8.
Well, you end up killing that guy. And his motorcycle ends up skittering off to about here. But this guy that I placed next to you, Inti, I'm going to need a deck save. As he tries to ram
Dex
you.
save. That's okay. Don't have anything to add to that. So 15. Whew.
You are able to get out of the way just in time. That he will come over to Ket
Yes.
and swing a crowbar at you, Ket.
Dexterity is saving me.
And he will miss.
Thank God.
Let's finish moving all of these guys. This is gonna be a dash to here. That guy will have shots, so he'll only be able to go
Who's
there.
Jactorin?
That's Mykel. This is gonna be a dash to go about yay.
Jesus.
And you hear them screaming as they are beginning to charge. Chosen man! However, these guys nearest to you guys, they are not able to fire because they took a dash action. So yeah, that will leave us with Inti.
Oh, I really wish I'd spent more time making explosives. I will tell you that much. Okay. So these guys have yet to move. Yes.
Technically, how I'm doing the initiative is all the small guys and then all the big guys, but this is what I'm throwing at you guys for right now. The big guys will move later.
Okay. And we can't try and shoot. Or can I try and shoot my rifle with one hand at disadvantage?
No, because it's specifically a two-handed weapon.
Okay. Well then, I will be taking my revolver, and I want to shoot. Can't double shot or nothing. Damn. It's almost like this isn't real. I want to shoot one of these two, or actually one of these three.
Pick
Say
one.
again.
Pick one and roll your attack.
All right, I want to shoot that one. 17 plus 5. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 will hit.
Alrighty. Then that's 28 plus 3. It's 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 1, 6 damage.
6 points of damage. You hit him, but you do not kill him. Next.
All right, then.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Can I
and
move?
Yeah, go ahead and move. Go ahead.
All right, it's 40 feet.
Affirmative.
On the bikes.
Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. That seems wrong.
You would be traveling through characters to do that. That's why it seems wrong.
Okay, then.
So you're back here.
Go ahead, place me back there. I let go.
Okay, so yeah, you're back where you started.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, roughly.
Yes. Okay. Well, you are going to incur
Okay.
2 attacks of opportunity. One of which
Against
will
me, or that I can take?
no against you. One of which it will connect,
Okay.
and it is with a crowbar.
What was it?
It was a 19 on the
Ah.
die. The crowbar hits you for 3 points of damage.
I am now at 0 hit points.
Oh shit!
So right as you get here, you get hit. You go unconscious. And he will stay there
Pimp
while
down, pimp down.
his bite continues on into Marty. Marty, give me a deck save.
No, you.
Oh,
Oh! Net 20.
With that nat 20, you were not only able to dodge NT's bike, but you were actually able to see NT fall. But the bike continues to skitter on over to here.
Can I roll an unconscious acrobatics save?
So I'm going to stop my bike, get off, and drop both pistols and just start marching. It's time
Okay,
to go.
so
I'm getting my brother back.
Marty on his turn, he will be stopping. Oh boy. Okay. So that was NT. So now Ket.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Uh,
You just saw NT go down.
So yeah, definitely. So as far as the battlefield is concerned, how close am I to other motherfuckers?
Because you were not on owlbear. Let's see. You're about shite. 5, 10. You're about 10 feet away from Cedar and NT. And you're about another 20 feet away from Morgrim and Marty. And another 25 to 30 feet away from Rodney.
Okay, but the as far as the enemies are concerned, they're still like way back there.
No, actually, there is one on top of you. And they are getting
Oh
close.
yeah, that's right. Dude tried to hit me with a fucking crowbar.
Yep. Excuse me.
Okay. So what do I want to do? Can I try to kick the guy that's next to me? Like just come up next to him and just try to kick the shit out of him,
You're trying
or
to
at
knock
least
him
like
off the
try to
bike.
kick his motorcycle. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cigarette.
We will treat this as a grappling check. If you succeed, then he'll be pretty much like kicked off the bike, pretty much. So, go ahead and roll your grappling check, which you can only use athletics.
I can only use it what?
Athletics, because you were the attacker.
Oh, okay. Got it. Athletics. Fuck. Okay, so that is a 14.
That will not succeed.
Damn.
You still have a movement though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trucking it forward.
He will be able to take an attack of opportunity on you, which will not connect. So
Alrighty.
5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, you move 25 feet. You'll pretty much be right next to Rodney.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So yes, that's where we're at. And now the big boys come in. The big boys are going to drive up And I'm going to need a series of dexterity saving throws.
You're not my dad.
So
I'm
I will
assuming
need...
I don't have to worry about this.
I will need Cedar to give me 2. and I
Rodney
need...
fails it.
Actually, everybody can give me 2. 2 dex saves.
Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
that is 2 18s for Cat.
What do I got to make this pass it?
Yeah, this is just a pass. Oh, a natural 20 on
Oh,
that's
that's what I'm
definitely
asking. So
Oh, what's up?
I have a total of a 5 and an 11.
Both of those are going to connect, unfortunately.
So
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
You're fine, Cedar. I
so
can see that.
Morgrim had a nat 20 and a 15.
Okay. Both of those will succeed. Marty,
I got a 19 and an 18.
those will succeed. So pretty much that entire burst just went into fucking Rodney. So yeah.
Fuck yeah, Rodney's a champ.
Yeah, Rodney, you take
You say that until you end up like me.
6 points of damage.
All right, on the first one or both?
Both of them all together.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And that is it for them. So Morgrim, you are up. You may or may not, considering what Baker would say about his character, you may or may not have heard Marty scream out for Inti. I don't know if that's an in character thing for Marty, but that sounds apt. Will you be saying that, Baker?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. So yeah, you hear Marty scream out for Inti, and it looks as though he's about to stop. If you were talking, Austin, we cannot hear you.
I'm sorry, it cut out. I didn't hear what was going on.
Morgrim, you were up in initiative. Marty has screamed out for Inti as a few rounds went over yours and Marty's head to impact into Rodney. Are you going to be looking back for Inti?
Yeah, I'll look back.
He is down.
Fuck. I'm gonna look at the guy that's on the back of my bike. Can you stop them from attacking us?
I mean, they told me when the crows came I was going to die.
So then tell them we're not crows.
Well, evidently they think you are already, considering that they're and then he takes one to the head.
Fuck. So I'm going to push his dead body off my bike, turn around, and go back for Inti.
So you're going to go back for Inti with Marty? Are you getting
Yeah,
off
but
the
I'm
bike?
also going to cast Cure Wounds.
How many spell slots do you have?
I've only used 1 Cure Wounds.
Yeah,
I have 2 spell slots.
But you've been rolling 2d10 for your Eldritch Blasts. That requires a spell slot.
That's not a spell slot.
Well, then
Eldritch
the
Blast
cantrip
is
only does
trip.
1d10. It only does 1d10. Until you hit level 5. Hey, Pat, where's your book?
Oh, I misread that. My apologies.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Well, to his defense, he never did more than 10 damage.
I Anyway, I'm just gonna let it fly for now.
Yeah, I'll fix that. That's my bad.
Cute.
I'll make a
My
note
flip.
on my. I'm gonna make a note on my sheet. I'm so sorry, master.
He's trying to
Tell
beg for
all
his
the
character's life by
angels
handing me
I'm
books.
on
It's
my
not going to work.
What the master?
I am the dum dum master. Yes.
But
You
instead
bring
of
gum gum?
just leaving my bike, I'm going to use it kind of like half cover on my way back to help NT.
Oh, say okay. So you're gonna try to drive the bike here, ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So yes, that is Morgrim doing that. And are you going to be expending your spell slot on NT?
Is he like knocked out?
He is out cold. He looks almost lifeless.
Fuck me. Yeah.
You weave your light into NT and you heal him for as much damage as you were going to want to put into him. NT, you are now back up. Prone, but alive.
That's going to be an 8 plus 5.
No, it's only your just the modifier. You don't add your proficiency to it, so it's going to be an 8 plus 3.
Oh wait. Yeah, my bad. That I was think. Spellcasting ability modifier.
Yep. It's all good.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
all
8
right.
plus 3.
NT got full heals from it. He got what? That's 11. Yeah, 11 points of healing flows into you, NT. You're among the realm of the living.
Sweet. Okay.
And I'm gonna start praying for help.
All right. Then I'm just going to erase all that damage right there and just leave it at 11 for starters. Okay.
Let's see.
Do I still need to wait to make a decision on something?
Yeah, it is not your initiative.
Okay.
So again, Morgrim, you pray. Are you praying out loud?
It's more of a
time?
cry out. It's crying out for help. Help! But yes, in a prayer form.
Unless your friends are going to be helping you, that is the only answer to your cry of help.
Great.
Yes. So that's a thing. Anyway.
Fucking psycho cat.
Let us move on to... Where's my initiative tracker here? So that is Morgrim's turn. Chandler, with pretty much a broken wheel, decides to go out in a blaze of glory and rams the buggy truck into this truck here. As to which he does succeed. He just slams into it, putting it on its side, because it rolled a natural 1 for its save. So this one is on its side, and the buggy that Chandler is in, it has stopped moving, and you don't see any movement inside.
Well, don't worry about it, dude. R.I.P. boys. It was nice knowing y'all. Sucks for tuning. Running. Catch that run soon.
So that is that. Marty.
He's big boss, man. I got to say.
I am here, yes.
You see NT's eyes flutter open as Morgrim hastily weaves magics into him. and you see him just crying for help.
Show me for that.
I'm going to drive back. And is this dude on a bike right here?
Which one?
This guy next to Morgan.
Yes, he is absolutely on a bike.
I'm gonna drive over to him and flying tackle myself straight into that dude.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Well, that failed. Hold on. Let me see what my modifier is. I got a 6.
Yeah, so you end up slamming into the bike. I will say, though, that because you slam into the bike, that bike ends up toppling over into Morgrim, while your bike skitters off
Wait, what happened?
in
What
this
did I do?
direction. So your bike is right here, so we're going to say that this is Marty's bike. You end up tackling this guy off of his bike, but the bike continues in its movement and goes into Morgrim. Morgrim, I'm going to, I need both you and Inti to make dex saves.
I regret nothing.
17.
Inti is able to roll away.
That's going to be a 11.
Morgrim, you do end up getting hit by the bike, but you don't go under. It just hits you and skitters off. You take 5 points of damage.
Ha! I'm unconscious.
With that, Marty, it is at this point that Morgrim is unconscious. And, yeah, so I will go ahead and give you a free attack on that guy, Marty, if you want to use your pistol.
Yes, pistole. I'm gonna shoot him.
Shoot him. Shoot him dead.
D20. 10 plus 5 is 15.
That'll hit.
Yep, 15. D8 is right there. 6 plus 3 is 9.
You end up putting a bullet in that guy's heart.
Yeah, boy.
I wouldn't celebrate quite yet.
Shut up.
Now we're going to come to Cedar. Cedar. Inti's up, Morgrim is down. Where I actually need to get into the habit of labeling who is down. So we'll say red is critical, they're down.
Okay, so I'm going here. Right there.
Pretty much right next to Morgrim. Are you going to try to cure Morgrim?
I'm going to use Spare the Dying on him.
Spare the dying. Believe that that gives him
277.
believe that just gives him 1 point of health, and he comes back. No. He is stable, not conscious, but he is stable.
So you don't have to worry about them decks or them saves.
Yeah, the death saves. Well, you know, blessings from Apollo, I guess. So is that all you're doing, Cedar?
I should have someone move, right?
Sure.
See how it goes.
I think that's like half of your movement it took to get there, so you have another 20 feet. I'm pretty sure.
I want to check, see if Chandler's still alive.
And you will take an attack of opportunity in doing so.
18 does it.
Yes. So you get hit with a crowbar, and that does 3 points of damage. So yeah, whenever you get up to Chandler, Chandler seems to be unconscious on the steering wheel.
I'm gonna load him up on my buddy.
On your turn next turn.
Yeah.
Anyway, next is Rodney.
Holy shit. All right, so fucking everyone's dropping like flies. And they're swarming in. Cedar went back for Chandler. Oh, fucking hell. All right, so the broken down bikes,
Yes.
they're just there as like obstacles for other bikes, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Does it act? Is it an action to get off my bike, or can I get off my bike and still shoot?
I'll say getting off your bike would be a free action.
All right, cool. Because what I'm gonna fucking do is we're gonna park my bike right between these two bikes,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will sit behind that row of bikes.
All right.
And then we are going to take a crack shot at this closest motherfucker
Alrighty. Do it to it.
with my rifle. So I'm going to do my usual sharpshooter shit because I have a +6 on my rifle. So that means I get a +1 on my rolls.
Yeah. Do it to it.
Does a 12 hit?
12 will hit.
Yeah, so he's going to take a shit ton of damage.
Actually, the base damage is enough to kill him, so you don't have to roll.
It'll be 20 points though.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely going to kill him. Yeah, you end up, like laying the bike down, getting behind it, shooting, and the guy that you shoot just flies off the fucking bike. And his bike continues to skitter until it hits about right here.
nice.
So yes, that is Rodney's 10. They are going to reply with let's see. They're going to try to run Inti over. This guy is. So Inti, give me a dex save. Keep in mind you were still on the ground.
19.
You roll out of the way
I'm
again.
loving these deck saves.
But as he's coming by and saying that you're rolling away, he gets to roll advantage on you, and that is going to hit. He hits you with a crowbar.
What did he roll?
He hit a 17, and with that, you're going to take 5 points of damage.
Son of a bitch.
It's at this point, Marty is going to get attempted to get ran over. I need a dex save from Marty.
Oh man, that was a bad roll. I'm sorry. It was a bad roll because it almost fell off the desk. I had to grab it.
Actually, NT, I will say that you can get an attack of opportunity against that guy that hit you.
15.
So 15
okay,
will
do I
save.
still have my revolver?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
You grab your revolver, aim, and fire.
Attack bonus. Alright, rolled an 11 plus 5 is 16. Does 16 hit?
What was that again, Brandon?
Does a 16 hit?
That'll hit. Go ahead.
Cool. All right. 4, 3, 7, 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Yeah, so that guy almost dies, but he's not dead quite yet. Marty, you saved against this dude. He's going to try to hit you as he passes through. Will a 17 hit? Marty.
Oh.
Marty.
Sorry. Yes.
Does a 17 hit?
Next it. Beans. Yeah.
You take 5 points of damage on that.
Oh no.
You are
7.
also you'll be able to get an attack of opportunity, but I'm still going to need another dex save because this guy is going to try to run you over again.
12. Not 12. What did I say? No, 22.
22 to
I'm not drunk, I swear.
to shoot or to save.
The save to shoot
Okay.
him, that would be a nice little oh no. That's a nat 20.
All right. Do double the dice of your. So instead of 1d8, it would be 2d8 plus your normal modifier.
7 plus, oh man, 6, 13
Oh,
plus
dead.
my dexterity modifier.
Yeah, he's dead.
Clapped.
His bike almost hits Ket, but not quite. But yes, you were able to save against him, Marty. But he will still be able to roll, and that's a 19 to hit. That's another 5 points of damage.
To me?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
But you've already used your reaction, so you can't use a reaction against him. So yeah, you get. What happens is these two guys try to run you down. You dodge them both. They both hit you with a crowbar as they're driving by. The first guy that hits you with the crowbar, you turn Pat and shoot him. The other guy, he tries to drive into you. You dodge him, but he still manages to get a hit on you, Marty. So,
Do I have both weapons out?
You said that you were going to pull.
Oh no, it's not. It's not a regular. Well, it's not a regular attack.
Yeah, you only get one attack of opportunity because you have to use your reaction to do an attack of opportunity.
No, I was gonna do because I have dual weapon fighting, but it has to be a regular attack, I believe.
Yeah, and it also has to be on your turn. So
That's what I said.
Marty is gonna get shot now. That won't hit. This guy is gonna drive in front of Rodney and shoot Rodney. That is a 21 to hit.
Even behind cover?
Well, it's a 21 to hit. You being behind cover only adds AC to you. So I would even saying that you're I'll say that you're behind 3/4 cover. Will that still hit though?
How much does 3/4 cover give me?
+5.
Yeah, that still hits. 1 over.
So that
nice
is
try,
going
though.
to be 6 points of damage to you, Rodney.
And Rodney's unconscious for the night.
Oof. Okay. And we'll show some love to Inti. Inti does a 16 hit. Damn, this dice rolling.
No.
It do not.
Hold on. My AC is 16.
It will then hit.
Shit. Okay.
Meet or exceed.
You take another 4 points of damage.
Son of a bitch.
And it is at this point that now, Inti, it is your turn.
Okay. So Rodney and Morgrim are down. Yes.
Rodney and Morgrim are down, yes. And
Okay.
Marty has
Can
taken
I?
some nasty hits as well. Because Marty came back for you.
Okay. Does Marty have cure wounds?
Marty, you've never seen him deal with any magic or engineering type things unless it was tinkering with guns.
Okay. Well then, can I sacrifice my movement for an extra action?
No.
No. Fudge. Okay, then I want to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Alrighty. So go ahead and
'Cause I am
roll a d8 plus
hurting.
your spellcasting modifier. And are you going to be moving, NT?
Yes, I will.
Morgrim is down at your feet.
Spellcasting modifier. No, you know what? I want to cast Cure Wounds on him.
So you're going to cast on Morgrim instead?
Since I can actually move still.
Okay, so Morgrim, you see, and you wake up to NT placing his hands on your chest, with a couple of little trinkets in his hands. You seem to be shot back to life, so to speak. NT, how much are you healing him for?
I'm trying to find my spellcasting modifier at the moment.
It's your intelligence modifier, which should be +3.
Shot to the
10.
heart, but you're too late.
He gets a 10.
You get a 10, Morgrim.
Just see me sit
And-
bolt straight up.
And then 30 movement speed.
Yeah, because you're not on your bike.
So 30, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
You're trying to roll over to Rodney.
Yeah. Hauling ass.
Ket. People are going down, then popping back up.
So, yeah, I see this. So I feel kind of stupid. Not really, because I'm glad I didn't waste it. But I have a new spell, and I am itching to try it out. I am going to cast Chaos Bolt at the motherfucker next to me.
All those gears are all just bikes. There's nobody on them.
Oh, the people are the swords.
Yes.
Yes.
And Morgrim is not
Okay.
down anymore, so we'll take his
So-
ring away.
Let me grab my two tools. Okay. So this guy right here
Yes. You're going
is
to
going
Chaos
to
Bolt
feel
him?
the wrath of the Chaos Bolt.
Alrighty, let me look at that real quick.
It is 2d8 and 1d6 damage. One of the d8s will determine the damage type. If both of the d8s are the same, then I get to choose a second target to roll a new attack against.
Okay. I unfortunately do not have Chaos Bolt in the player's handbook that I have, so that's in a different book that I currently don't have right now, because your boy went and traveled abroad, wanted
It's
to play
in
some
Xanathar.
D&D. Yeah, I wanted to play some D&D and then forgot all my fucking books and my dice, so I'm having to use a dice rolling app. So
Dice roll. I know what they're at.
okay. Let's try to look up the rolls real quick. Yeah, so go ahead and make a ranged spell attack against the target that you were trying to hit. So roll to attack.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 20 to hit, unnatural 20.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your 2d8, and then tell me the number that you were going to be using.
All right. So it is going to be it's either going to be a 6 or a 7. I'll go ahead and do a 6. So poison
He takes
damage.
poison damage.
And the total is 15 points.
15 points. Yeah, so you just see him, he takes the bolt to the chest, and he just begins coughing up blood. He falls, and this is actually no, he's going to fall with the bite going into his buddy. So his buddy will roll and fail. So this guy ends up being on the ground right here. Both bikes end up being right here. Okay. And this guy, of course, is dead. So there is that. Now, there's so many moving pieces here. Now I'm going to need deck saves from everyone.
And I will use, let's see.
Are you going to be moving, Ket?
Awesome.
Morgan got 18.
NT got 14.
Yes. I'm actually going, let's see. I'm still technically on my bike, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay. I am, what am I going to do? I'm going to get off my bike, and I'm going to pick up the bike next to me and prop it up next to my bike. And I'm going to hunker down behind them.
All right. So we'll just go ahead and put your bike right here. And we'll say Ket's bike. So yes, NT, what did you get for your first deck save?
I got a 14.
A 14.
Hold on, we're supposed to roll 2?
I will say that you
I only
need
rolled
to roll,
once.
Yeah, I'll say that you can roll once because Rodney is automatically going to take it. Because he's down.
Well, I'm taking what?
You're taking damage because you got hit with a machine gun.
Oh, that's automatic fail right there.
Yep. And
Okay.
Ket, I'm going to need a deck save.
Yeah, sorry, my aids.
Oh my!
That's a 16.
That will save. Morgrim and Marty, I need two more deck saves because that one that's flipped onto the side is kind of inconsequential.
One is a 10.
I am dead.
The other is a 15.
I got a 2 and an 8.
So for that first burst, Morgrim, you take 5 points of damage. You take 5 points of damage on that burst as well, Marty, but you take an additional 5 points of damage.
So we just riddled my dead body. Okay, cool. I'm out.
So
Nap time.
Marty is taking a nap. Barely see the red ring around him, but he is taking a nap. Yeah, so it's top of the round with Morgrim.
You did hear what I
Morgrim.
was doing before my AIDS flared up, right? About getting behind my bike.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Morgan.
Morgrim wants to shoot this guy.
Well, Morgan, shoot that guy.
Does a 21 hit?
No.
21 will hit.
Oh wait, sorry, that was a D20. 8 points of damage.
He is still up.
Fuck that guy.
You still have a movement left, Morgan.
Oh, I want to move behind this.
Okay. Can someone please not hock a loogie right in my ear?
Yeah, you bastard.
So sorry.
You know you like it.
If you want, you can listen to a kitten purr.
No, I don't. Anyway. We're going to say... The next is Chandler. Chandler, he is unconscious. In the truck still. He's just leaned on the steering wheel unconscious. Next is Marty. So Marty, I will roll your death save for you. Because I know I screwed up in the dungeon for those of you guys watching. But technically, we all agreed, everyone at the table agreed, that I would be rolling death saves. And just to kind of add a little bit more suspense.
You guys dying, really screwing up some plans.
So I'm going to personally send that to you, Baker. So there's that. Cedar. Cedar, you were at Chandler's truck, but you just saw Marty take 2 bursts from a machine gun and drop.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do, can I roll for investigation for
What?
the guys that are up here?
They seem to be watching
Okay, so is there
right
like,
now.
can I see if there's like anyone like commander figure like look a little bit different in uniform than the rest?
Nothing discernible.
Okay. Well, I'm tossing Chandler on my bike.
So you're going to have to spend an action to grab Chandler. And we'll say that you were in the process of bringing him over to your bike to put Chandler on the bike. And that is your turn. Okay?
No, never mind, I can't do that. So I thought I could put him on the bike and move.
Well, you can try to cure wounds him and get him up out of the truck and have him hop on the bike. Spend a spell slot.
Then let's do that.
He's up.
2 more.
Unfortunately, he came before you in initiative, so he won't be able to move on this initiative. So either way, I mean, still kind of a...
Well, at least it's up. I'm gonna go over to Morgan.
You're gonna run to Marty, or you're gonna hop on the bike, back on the bike, and drive over to Marty.
Yes, I'm going.
Are you going to interpose yourself between? Yep. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to say that you're going to be right here. I'm trying to put you in a box. It's either going to be here, here, or here. It's up to you.
Let me.
Right there.
1 blow.
Right there.
Yes.
Okay. So next is Rodney, which Rodney I have to roll a save for him.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how many rounds did I take in that last volley of machine gun fire? Was it just the one?
You only got hit once. Yeah.
Okay.
So I will screenshot this and send this to Josh.
I'm about to yeet my kitten again.
So there's
Or
that.
she woke up this morning and chose violence.
Now you will hear another chanting
You
of
fucking
chosen.
psychopath.
You will hear another chanting of chosen men from all of your enemies, and we are going to say that Cedar is going to get shot.
All of you to assume this is the Matrix, didn't you know?
Oh.
Well, quick question: is he getting shot from the front, like from where his bike is facing? Because those are armored.
Technically, he is interposing himself between Marty and the guy right next to him, and the guy right next to him is shooting him, but he didn't even hit. Next is going to be this guy, and this might hit because that is a 16 to hit. Will that hit?
16. I'm not sure now.
Yeah, it'll hit. You take 10 points of damage. That hurt. Oh, that makes you down. So Cedar is now down.
Damn. Am I the only one that hasn't taken damage yet?
I think. Thank
Probably.
you for reminding me.
At max health, I have 9 health, motherfucker. Why
Did you level?
I have
Did you
2.
level up to level 2? You're supposed to level up to level 2 there, bud. You're down now.
No.
Oh my god. I put it in the group chat a while ago. Yeah, you guys are in the level up.
I haven't checked any group messages on Facebook.
Oh no. Okay. Well,
Even with my level up, I still died.
Well, you're not dead yet.
I tried to say.
All because you're down does not mean that you're dead.
Yeah, I got clamped.
You just knocked the fuck out.
I'm about to do the same thing to your mom here in a second.
You're taking a temporary nap. That's all.
So
Your mom's
Morgrim
next.
is now going to get shot at, and Morgrim, you are behind 3/4 cover because I'm assuming you're hunkered down behind that bike, right? Morgrim.
Can't hear you, bud.
Morgrim is not in group chat right now.
Oh. Well, he got hit with an unnatural 20.
I hit the wrong fucking thing. My bad.
Oh.
I did the same thing. Make sure your camera's off because Mykel was mad at me in a group chat for that.
So Morgrim, even behind 3/4 cover, will an unnatural 20 hit you? I'm assuming so.
Motherfucker.
So that's 6 points of damage.
I'm down again.
Those of you who are alive are seeing your friends getting quickly picked off. As to which...
I don't like it.
NT is now going to get hit. Jesus Christ.
What? Did you say I did get hit?
No, you did, actually.
Fuck. I'm down.
I'm assuming
I'm
6
just
points
gonna
put
go
you
ahead
down.
and throw that out there. Dude, I only got 2.
Okay, alright, so the
Yeah,
only...
that puts you down.
The only person left is Ket. Oof. And neither of them fucking hit. 6 and a 4. So,
May the dice be ever in my favor.
Inti, I will screenshot this as your first death save and send it to you. So now it is Ket.
All right. I'm gonna fucking run. Somebody's got to live to tell the story about what the fuck happened today. So I'm literally just gonna hop on my bike and use whatever kind of ability I have to get as far away as possible.
Best
Where is
route.
Ket on the field? I have no idea where that dude went.
He is right here.
Oh, there he is.
So Ket is gonna choose life, hop on his bike and run. So we'll go ahead and remove that from the field. Hopped on the bike. And I'm just going to pick what I think is the best route for you to take to where you're not going to incur any attacks of opportunities.
Cool.
Uh,
I've got the laptop open in the living room and I'm looking through the window at the battlefield so I can kind of see what's going on.
Okay. So Ket is just fucking exit stage right and he is gone. We are going to try to take Ket down though. Ket, some of the guys in the flipped over vehicle began trying to pour out, and they get on a firing line over here. We're just gonna move those guys aside. So it's just these three, and then the big technicals that are gonna try to hurt you.
Okay.
So the smaller three at first. Let's see if Ket can get away. One of them rolled a natural 1. The highest of them all got a 14 to hit.
That does not.
All right. Now I'm going to need 3 deck saves.
All right. Got a 12, which I will roll my d4 to add to that.
Okay.
And that's a 3, so that gives me a 15.
All right.
Next is an 18. The next one is a 14.
That one will hit you.
Shit.
And you take 6 points of damage.
Okay, that's cool.
But yes, this is where we're going to call a break right now. And say
Great, because my cigarettes are outside.
I'm
Ket
thirsty.
has made a rather hasty getaway. The rest of them are, they're trying to maneuver their motorcycles to get, after Ket. But Ket, he's just wide open throttle. He's gone. And after a while, he cannot be caught up to. So yes, that is where we are going to leave our audience until we come back to the game. So we'll see you guys then, probably about maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. So yeah, we'll see you then. 3, 2, and I'm going to say 1. There we go. We'll go to this one. All right, so we have just left all of you off with all but one of the party being knocked out. Ket, as you turn behind you, riding away, you do see some of those guys converge on your friends, and whereas you would expect some shots to ring out, they actually end up picking up the lifeless bodies of your friends and piling them onto trucks. And they drive away.
Is this the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, please?
Yes. No. So, Ket, with that, it would probably be best for you to just keep on riding off, but it is up to you. Do you want to try to go back and save your friends?
Do
It's
it.
kind of a toss-up. I could try to follow them at a distance, but I feel like that wouldn't be feasible on a motorcycle. Like
Yeah,
if we
absolutely
were
not.
all on foot, I could like sneak behind them on foot, but on a motorcycle, I don't think that would be a feasible option. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna fucking keep booking it. I'm assuming I'm headed back towards some form of camp or whatever.
Alrighty. So you're pretty much just trying to get away, get to somewhere where you can regather, refit, and come up with a plan.
Yeah, whether it be some town or if I end up being able to make it back to the bunker, I'm not sure exactly how far the bunker is.
Well, as you were leaving, you do see that they are taking your friends into Joplin.
They are taking them to Joplin. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. So at that point, I'm gonna head back to the bunker because our biggest thing was trying to figure out, you know, if these guys are really up to something and how dangerous they are. I'm pretty sure I got a good count on their numbers.
We've learned today.
And yeah, I can get back to the bunker and tell the war chief about what happened.
Alrighty. Yeah. So that is what you do. But you do see that they are taking your friends deeper into Joplin. The rest of you wake up to Chandler kind of going up and down the line. He goes up to Inti first. He has handcuffs on his hands, but he tries to come up to you and shake you awake, Inti. And you do end up awaking to Chandler.
Okay. How's our health looking at this point?
We'll say that you all have 1 point.
Okay.
So you were technically awake.
All right.
After Chandler comes up to you and wakes you up, or you were woken by someone else, you will technically have 1 hit point.
Okay.
He gave you the shake of life.
Yes. Hey, Dick, wake up. So yeah, Chandler wakes you up, Inti. What do you do?
I want to roll a investigation check to see what all we can see around us.
Okay, so
Like, are we stuck in a room?
you
outside?
are stuck in some form of iron cage. There seem to be 4 dudes around you that are just kind of... They're rather well dressed. You can tell that they have suits, but underneath the suits you can tell that there is a bit of a vest. They all have maybe a high and tight haircut, I would say. Something akin to like a crew cut or something of that nature. But they are dressed to the nines, and their clothes are clean. Off in this direction, you see what are those things called?
Obelisk, kangaroo.
Shut up, Brandon. Like a poster board, an Alex Shannara sign type thing. Yes, but on
There's no escape.
There's no escape. But on it, it actually says you are not in Kansas anymore. And then in the very bottom it says Joplin, Missouri.
All right. All right. Is me and Chandler the only 2 awake?
Yeah, he seems to register that you were awake, and he's about to wake up Marty.
I want to go ahead and reach over and try and shake Marty awake. That way he can go ahead and down the morgue room.
Well, Marty, you awake to Inti. He's right next to you. He is as chained up as you are. He has manacles or handcuffs of sorts on his hands, and you see him grabbing your arm and shaking you awake. You are, like once you open your eyes and you're taking in your surroundings, you see that you are in a metal cage outside, and there is a poster ahead of you that says you are not in Kansas anymore.
Is there a green city in the background?
Yeah, sure.
Got it. Okay. Well, I don't know what that means, but you know, did perhaps they forget to take my boot knives?
You do not have anything in your inventory.
Your mother. Um.
You
Hmm.
have been taken captured.
Hmm. Can I perchance attempt to get out of the manacles?
How would you be trying to do that?
Is there anything I can use to pick it, or do I have to try to break them?
Give me an investigation check as Chandler wakes up Morgrim.
Well, that is a investigation. Is a hold on, un momento. 11.
You are unable to find anything that would be of use to pick the lock. That is on the
Beans.
Morgrim, you are being awoken by Chandler.
Oh,
Chandler,
what's my current health gonna be?
at 1 point.
1.
1. Sweet.
You wake up with a hand on your shoulder, and at first you think it's Ezekiel or Zadkiel. My apologies, but it is Chandler.
So I'm gonna kind of look around, all groggy, give a little sniff. What the fuck happened?
We've been taking capture.
Oh, lovely. Where are we?
No fucking clue. And then he wakes up Cedar.
Joplin.
What is going on? Goddamn, my head hurts.
Wait.
Fine at the moment. I don't know how long we're all going to be that way. He then wakes up Rodney.
Ow.
You
So
have
what's
a
wrong?
bit of like dried blood kind of rolling down your temple.
Oh, well, I still have one spell slot. You said we're at 1 hit point?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I am going to use Cure Wounds on myself for a
Technically, you
total
have to
of
use
4.
your some type of tool as a spellcasting focus.
Oh, I
technically.
do. God damn it. Okay, yeah, well, I will just sit there and be observant and look around.
Yeah, you look around. There are some dudes in well taken care of suits that are standing at the four corners of your cage that you were in.
Are they
Oh, well,
looking
just-
at us or away from us?
They are looking at you guys.
Did I hear NT say that we were in Joplin?
NT, would you have said
I
that?
did say it. I did because he asked where we were.
Then yes.
I'm gonna look at Chandler, just kind of side-eyed, and be like, "I fucking told you."
Now is not the time for told you so's.
I think now is the perfect time. We're in a cage. We got nowhere to go.
That's not going to fucking help, Morgrim. He says, looking at you
Got
sternly.
nothing to lose.
Warren, how do I feel right about now?
Your head hurts. You kind of look down at your clothes. You do see the bullet holes, but if you were to move your clothing aside, all of you will see that your wounds have been tended to.
Oh, they were so nice to take care of us.
I want to ask one of the guards for one of my quarts of moonshine.
You don't have moonshine.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does?
do.
Really want
Yes.
to drink at a time like this?
Okay, do you have a better plan? As you said, we're stuck in an iron cage.
I never said anything about iron. I feel like if
You
this was
get-
iron, I'd be on fire.
You get your I told you so's, I get my moonshine. That's how this should go.
But do you really want to be drunk at a time like this?
Until you turn back to the guy that you asked for moonshine from, and he's just staring blankly at you.
Fucking creep.
So, what else are you guys trying to do in here?
I'm
You
going
are being
to
watched.
look over. I'm going to look over at Morgrim and say, "I see you praying all the time. Where's your god now? I'm just gonna kind of like stagger to my feet and go like lean against the bars.
Oh, I have a rebuttal to that. Give me like 2 seconds.
I told you this was gonna happen.
So I'm just gonna kind of look at him and recite Matthew 4:7. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord.
Well, guess who's doing it?
Can I roll a performance check to piss on the nearest guard?
Really?
That escalated so fast.
Uh,
We don't even know what's going on yet.
we're going to go to Rodney first. Rodney, what are you doing in this little cage? And then we'll go to Cedar,
Is
and
there
then yeah,
is
go ahead.
there can I see like the our equipment? Is our equipment anywhere around or
Not anywhere near. No.
no? Okay. And the guards, they're not looking towards us, right?
No, they are looking at you guys.
Oh, they're looking right at us.
Mhm.
Oh. Oh, let's see. My hands are bound. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. We are going to. All right, hold on. So we have the 4 guards. We're in a cage. Yeah. Ronnie's gonna pipe up. And, he's gonna pipe up to one of the guards and be like, "Hey, man, where are we?"
You're in the camp of the chosen.
And the chosen being you,
Brandon's chosen.
Brandon's chosen. Okay.
Hold on. What? Who's?
I don't know. Some guy named Brandon sounds like an asshole.
I choose to get out of the cage and get drunk.
So Cedar, you have found out that you're being held at a camp of the chosen.
The chosen for Apollo?
No,
Or
the chosen for Brandon. Brandon's chosen.
Does Brandon follow Apollo?
Are you going to ask that?
Yes.
He does not follow heathen gods.
Heathen gods. The audacity of you, sir. I will fucking smite you with the power
Did
of
I-
Apollo.
Did I hear the phrase heathen gods?
So that you know.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'm just gonna sit down.
I'm just gonna like kind of under my breath just be kind of like, oh fuck me.
Yeah, so looking around, you can't really find anything. This is obviously a small little cell made by competent people.
God damn it.
And it's at this point, you notice that now the lights have been turned on to that sign to where you can only really see just because of the glare of the light. You are not in Kansas anymore. And then a dark figure begins approaching you guys. And he is dressed exactly the same as the rest of the people here. But they turn to Brandon and regard him, and they say, "Chosen men!" And they click their heels at attention.
Hey guys, look, it's Brandon.
Hi. How you doing?
But he just he has a smile on his face. You can give me an insight check on him.
Okay.
Ooh, I will take it.
10.
6. I'm still amazed that he's a guy named Brandon.
23.
Jesus, you just found out a social security number for fuck's sake.
Mark. Are you rolling rolling, Marty.
What am I doing? I'm sorry. I had to distract myself. My bad.
What am I
Are
doing?
you are you going to roll an insight check on this new
Yes.
fellow? Go ahead.
Where did
and
it
roll
go?
for me.
There it is. Kablow. 16 insight
I
is
didn't know anyone was walking up on us.
Oh, okay.
unnatural 20.
So the rest of you are honestly just looking at this guy like, okay, so who the fuck is this guy? Morgrim and Marty, realizing that this is probably the leader of your enemy, you begin keenly, looking at this guy, and his eyes reveal something akin to madness, lifelessness, possibly both.
Shit.
Good evening, gentlemen.
You know what? I'm gonna look him dead in the eye and say, "Peace be upon you, brother."
Oh.
Now is not the time. Now is not the time for a. Now's not the time for a sermon, Morgrim.
Are you saying that in character?
Yes.
I'm just gonna look at you and be like, "I wouldn't say much if I were you," and look back at him.
At least someone has some manners. How are all of you doing today?
I choose to
Well.
remain silent and give him a nasty fucking glare.
I'm sore. Thank you, Brandon.
Be a lot better if I had my shine.
Do I have a sign for this?
The Lord saw fit to deliver us into your hands, so there's that.
I don't.
Oh, well. I don't necessarily think so. I think we just happened upon you. What are you doing here? He says, stepping forward a couple of steps.
Scouting for our village, looking for gasoline for our vehicles. Mr.
Brandon.
Mr. Brandon.
This is fucking trippy.
I know it is for you. Yes, my name is Brandon Werther. Some call me the Ravager.
Got any butterscotch?
He looks at you angrily, NT, and draws a pistol.
Fucking peasants.
I'm going to
Ready to go.
quickly scoop up a rock with my hands and just kind of chucking it into him. Like, you always think with your stomach. Shut up.
I want to smile at him.
But Brandon comes over to you, NT, waving the pistol in his hands nonchalantly in your direction, definitely flagging you. He says, well, if you speak again, I will change my mind about letting you go.
I would like to chirp up and just kind of apologize to Brandon for the impetuousness of some of my companions.
I think he has the point. And he will then come over to Chandler and say, well, have you made your choice? Who's going to the fire?
Chandler, don't do this. I don't like the sound of that.
To the fire.
Chandler will then turn to you guys and say in Sioux, I've negotiated getting you guys out of here. All but one.
I would like to reply in Sioux. What did you agree to?
That someone in this cage will be going into the fire.
To
What do I know about
serve
Chandler's
what purpose?
background?
Okay, so a lot of people are talking. Let's go with Rodney first. What's up?
I was asking to serve what purpose? What purpose does the fire serve?
Okay, and Marty?
I asked what do I know about Chandler's background? Family, anything?
He does have a son. His mother was killed in a raid. Well, the son's mother, Chandler's, what would be his girlfriend or wife, was killed in a raid.
How? What's his son's name?
Jason.
I'm gonna say ensue to Chandler. What about Jason? Are you gonna leave him alone?
He just looks forward and kind of smirks at you, saying, "What makes you think I'm going to leave him alone?"
Um,
I'm gonna say ensue as what again. I would be a terrible uncle.
Morgrim.
I'm going to look at Chandler and ensue, tell him the only choice that makes sense in this situation is me.
And why is that?
Ensue, I'm going to say, have you not seen me? Do you not see what I look like? Do you not know what courses in my veins?
My mind has already been made up.
That hurt.
But this is what you're going to do. You are going to go directly to Kansas City. And you're going to turn the tribe away. Gather our strength.
I'd like to ask Chandler if he has anything that he wants us to tell his son.
That he has, well, at the very least 5. I don't know where Ket is at. That he has at least 5 great uncles that I honestly am proud to serve with. And it's a shame that I haven't been able to see you guys become braves. But then he turns to Brandon, and he says, "I've made my choice." Brandon says, "Okay, then who?" And at first he points at Morgrim. So it's at this point Brandon opens up the thing and holds the gun up to Morgrim, and he says, "Come along now." But Chandler attacks him.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He does so with a smile on his face. But Brandon, Chandler, thinking that he'll be able to get some good licks on, he only gets one good hit on Brandon before Chandler is thrown out of the cage and incinerated with what Morgrim, Cedar, Rodney, and NT would realize as burning hands.
Oh.
I could use my breath attack on him. See it coming.
You want to use a breath attack on him? Go ahead.
It's
Oh,
useless now.
what?
It's not distracted.
No. Who the fuck said attack this guy in his own lair?
Hey, if we kill the boss, I will be the captain now.
You are more than welcome to try.
It's a
I
fucking
want you to
boss. We're
try.
level
You
2.
want me to try?
I want you to do it.
Oh, God.
Oh look, Ender
This son of a
Jr.
bitch,
There he
I am
goes.
very tempted to do it. Not gonna lie, but I don't want to roll a new character.
Don't be fucking Kobe. Don't attack him.
I'm not gonna to attack him. I can't. I see that look on fucking Warren's face. I'm not gonna attack him.
I will kill you without mercy.
Such no. Next time, though. Next time, I will become captain.
So yeah, Brandon at that point, after he's done with his spell, he holsters his pistol and he brushes off his suit. I honestly didn't think that crows could lie. He then turns, he's rubbing his jaw. Although he does hit like a truck. Now,
Yeah.
as much as people would say that I am a barbarian, I am always true to my word. But I want you to carry a message. That message is that we are coming, and your pretty little bunkers will not save you.
So this is the big thing. If we all gang up on him at the same time,
Cedar,
Shut
shut
up,
up.
Pat.
Shut up.
it's the final boss
I mean-
looking at us.
I have a quick way of finishing him, but that requires manipulation.
So is anybody going to protest? Because I have Cedar over here with an itchy trigger finger.
I would like to
Okay.
ask Brandon. I would like to ask Brandon if he can go retrieve empty in my bag.
We will be taking you to your vehicles. Your motorcycles. They have been fixed. They are good as new. If you try anything, we will gun you down immediately.
I would like to thank him for his courteousness to his prisoners, even if he seems like an ass.
Well, a deal was struck. I honor my commitments.
I'm gonna pipe up and ask if he'll allow us to take what is left of Chandler back with us for proper burial.
For the fire.
He just turns to the ashes. Well, I guess he meant something to you, so, yeah, sure, whatever. You can take him.
Can I cast Ancestral Spirit on Chandler's ashes?
This is not World of Warcraft, Brandon.
Had to give it a shot.
Wrong game.
I was like, I don't recognize that spell. What does it do?
I recognized it the second it came out of his mouth.
Uh-huh.
It took a minute to process, like, did he really ask that? So, yeah, you are led out of the cage into your motorcycles.
I want to hug my motorcycle and ask her if she's okay.
She misses you. There are a couple of bullet holes in her, but she misses you.
I will take what I can get at this point.
But yeah, are you guys going to try to put up any protest, or are you just going to leave post haste?
Is Brandon?
Leave
Is,
post-its.
I was going to say, is Brandon still with us? Like, did he escort us, or did his men escort us?
His men do.
How many?
Oh, darn. Okay. I'm not going to
Alright,
protest.
Those four. The four that were guarding you at first.
Okay. I'm not gonna try and protest nothing.
I mean, you can always try to attack them. Do it.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Do it.
I will not.
But yeah, you
They
guys
made their point.
you guys end up hopping on your motorcycles, kicking them on.
Leroy Jenkins.
I want to flip them off as we ride away, though.
Oh, you are absolutely allowed to do that, and they just
Okay.
give you like a little 2-finger salute as you drive off.
So, is there anything on Owlbear right now?
No.
Part of me.
Everything on here just seems to be where we had you guys at. That's all.
Well, no, I mean, it's not pulling up on my computer.
Oh, nothing of import anymore.
Okay.
You do find out that your radios still work.
I would like to. No, I'll be good.
I'll radio back to the big boss and kind of relay to him what has transpired.
Ket, you are hearing a transmission over your radio, and it sounds like Morgrim.
I'll answer it. Morgan? What? Are you guys okay? What happened?
Josh, you fat kid, turn off your microphone.
My bad.
So, just, relaying over the radio, Chandler's dead. Force much larger and dangerous than we had anticipated. We need allies.
I'd like to hop on the radio too and say en route to Kansas City.
Okay. I'm assuming that's where I am.
No, you were heading towards the silo. You can rendezvous with them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn and start headed towards Kansas City then.
Yeah. You guys can continue having your conversation over the radio. I will say that to radio up to headquarters, that was in the truck, and you no longer have the truck.
I mean, we can't get a message out until we get to Kansas City then.
I mean, you guys are able to talk amongst yourselves.
We just watched our mentor reduced to ash. What could there possibly be to say?
Oh my god, we're all gonna die.
Other than I'm looking forward to
Basically.
when I can stick 2 bag of holdings together and suck somebody into an astral plane.
I just want to point out, Warren,
All of them.
we're not that. We're terrified of the big bad,
Yes, of course. That's why we
but our
stumbled
characters
onto
aren't necessarily
his
easily
front cam and
scared.
everything around him.
Oh, what was that, Austin?
I said, I just want to point out that, yeah, the big bad is terrifying, but our characters aren't necessarily frightened bitches.
I am going to look at Morgrim and say, so where's your god now? And then just gun the bike and just take off.
Morgrim is about to Deus Volt.
We will take you.
Dude, food!
I'm just going to gun it to match his speed, try to catch up with him.
Hey, get back here, you little fuck.
I would like to reach into my saddlebags and go ahead and take a nice long sip of moonshine.
So everyone's just gonna kind of decompress. Are you gonna pour a little bit?
Oh,
out?
yeah.
Are you gonna pour a little bit out NT for the homie?
Not going down the road, but like when we stop for camp tonight, yes.
So yes, you guys have a little bit of a moment of silence as NT pours out a little bit of his moonshine. Are you gonna pass it around to everyone?
Yes.
So are you
Only
all
one
gonna-
quart of it though.
Oh, Rodney for the first time in the party is going to take a long swig.
There you go, son.
Considering that you're 17
Underage
years old,
drinking.
I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can I assist him? Can I amp him out? Hell yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
Hell
Constitution saving
yeah.
throw of 12.
You choke, but you were able to keep it down.
Yeah.
Volunteer babies.
What the hell?
What the fuck is going on? What are you doing, Baker?
I don't know. Sorry.
Put that thing
He's
back in
watching
your pants.
naughty things.
fuck off, cat.
Anyway, so yes, Rodney takes a long pull, coughs, and who are you passing it off to?
Whoever's sitting next to me after that. Sorry, I'm trying to declaw my cat from my microphone. There you go.
So we'll say the one next to him is Marty.
Ow, fucker.
I'll take a drink.
So you take a drink. Yeah, we'll put a little fire
Fuck off,
down.
cat.
Is everyone having cat issues?
No. I'm gonna get up and walk away from the camp.
You're gonna walk away
Just
from the
me.
camp,
Yep.
Morgan.
Yep.
Okay, you walk away from the camp. What are you doing?
Start praying. Tell Zadkill he needs to get down here.
Get your feathery ass down here. Of
So
old
will I be
times,
able
the
to
dice actually
rendezvous
say
with
that he shows.
them at camp, or am I not going to be able to meet up with them until Kansas City?
We'll say that you were able to meet up with them, Ket. So you're at the camp with them right now.
Okay.
I went ahead and made a new map, by the way, so that we could actually see where everybody was.
Yeah, but you also kind of took out all the tokens.
What token? I don't know how to work this. I was just getting a big gray screen.
Anyway, so Ket, what are you doing? You're at the camp.
Yeah, no, I'm I guess I'm in rotation for the moonshine, and mourning the loss of Chandler, talking about our plans. What do we do when we get to Kansas City?
We were given a message.
What
We were given a
What
message, and we
message?
were given orders.
We were told to flee.
Actually, I'm gonna write this down real quick.
You were given an order by Chandler, his last order, and you were given a message by Brandon.
Would you mind repeating Chandler's order?
More or less like you can run, but you can't hide, and your bunkers won't save you. Kind of. It's
Oh,
a
no.
warning.
Well, no. What Brandon said was, "We are coming, and your pretty little bunkers will not save you." What did Chandler say?
Chandler said to get to Kansas City and turn the tribe back.
Tribe back and gather our strength. That's what it was. Okay. I got a Word document to save this stuff now. So.
This guy.
Brandon is our note taker, and also Brandon is our
Barely.
bed bag.
Okay. So yeah, just tell that to Cat when he asks.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
now you're
That's
aware.
fine. Okay. So all right. Well, I guess that's a last order of last orders, wouldn't you say? So
He gave his life for the tribe.
yeah. Kudos.
Sorrowfully, kudos, my guy.
Sheesh. Sad sheesh.
So yes, Morgrim, you hear the flapping of wings, and Zadkiel is next to you.
Is he still in camp where we can see him?
He traipsed off a little bit
Oh,
to prey
well,
on his
damn.
own.
So no warning, no nothing.
I told you that what you needed to see would make itself apparent to you.
Well, yeah, but we lost one of our own as a result of you not warning us.
And a lot more are going to fucking die if you don't take what was going on seriously.
No one said I wasn't taking it seriously.
We just wanted to show you the gravity of the situation. And we are not here, he says, stepping forward to you, and he seems to get bigger, to hold your hand and wipe your fucking nose.
So I'm not gonna shrink back If he's grown slightly bigger, I'm assuming he's standing taller than I am now. I'm just going to look him dead in the eye and say, no one's asking you to hold our hand or wipe our nose.
If the big guy up there says we can't act, we can't act.
I heard mention of heathens.
Yes,
Do they purport to follow the heavens or no?
They worship the guy who just burned your mentor alive.
So they think he's some kind of god king?
Yeah, pretty much. They worship him, and they are willing to give their lives for him.
Does he draw power from their worship?
What was that?
Does he draw power from their worship?
We don't know.
Who would you suggest we attempt to recruit first?
What do you mean by recruit? He says, kind of standing back away from you and folding his arms.
You and I both know that the crows can't handle that kind of power on their own. We'll have to recruit allies to help us fight them. I'm assuming that's what your intent is, for us to fight and win.
At the very least, slow down.
You do understand that if the crows fall, the rest of it falls too, right?
But do you see anybody rushing to the aid of the crows?
I don't know that anybody west of Joplin knows the threat.
Oh, they are very aware of the threat. Trust me.
And if they're aware, why are the crows the last to find out?
Because the crows stick to their code of staying in their fucking lane. They don't go out looking for monsters to fight.
Well, obviously we can't just stick to our lane anymore.
Well, I would say bring this to the attention of your leadership, and your leadership will render a decision. Ultimately, it's not your place to try to gather allies for your tribe. This obviously goes above your head.
Some helpful advice would be nice every once in a while.
Yeah. Don't die. And he just, you hear a flutter of wings as he just dematerializes before you.
Just gonna holler after him. I know what happens when I die. It's not like it's that bad. Just march my ass back to the camp.
All of you hear those last few words as we are going to close down our session for the night. So, for those of you watching, thank you for watching. If you like this this session, please give us a like and a share and comments and all those good things and stuffs and things. If you're watching on YouTube, please give us a like, share, subscribe, comment, all those good things. But if you don't stick around for our after session review, we wish you guys a good night. But we're going to get into our session review. And we are going to start with Baker.
No. Oh, I'm not muted anymore. Okay, cool. Unmuted myself. All right. I think it was good. A little bit of a slightly slower session beyond the combat. However, the combat was good. I expected the session to end after I woke up and Brandon said hello. However, I do like the added bonus that we got out of there.
I was planning on that too, but the battle didn't last near as long as I thought it was going to, so I decided to, just throw it in.
Good work. We did good. No, I liked it. It went exactly the way I thought it was going to. Austin, sorry if I threw some curveballs at you. I have never been a denier like that, so it's like I don't know what questions, I don't know what to like try to start a conversation is like, 'cause I just never was like that. We'll plan a little bit about that later. I think it went well, so no pros, no cons.
Okay. We'll then move on to Speak of the Devil and Up He Jumps, Austin.
I just want to make something very clear, Baker. Had you asked me that question in the face of something that we just faced in real life, I probably would have punched you in the jaw.
No, yeah, I probably that's not the time for like the question right there. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
And yeah, Morgrim definitely wants to punch you in the jaw, but we don't make opposing rolls against other players.
Yes.
I was not expecting this kind of magnitude so early on, especially given our levels and lack of health. Warren.
There's a method behind the madness.
No, fuck your madness. I'd rather fight a dragon.
Hey, you told me not to throw a dragon at you, man.
You said it was fucking worse. I'd rather fight a fucking dragon.
That makes it worse.
I would rather fight an adult red dragon or even a Dracolich again. I mean, it was an interesting session.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know the whole plan to this, but I don't know. Maybe it was because of the route we've been taking up to this far. I mean, we're what, 4 weeks into this session, 5 weeks in?
Ish, yeah.
I feel like it's definitely progressing a lot quicker than the last 2 games I've played with you.
A little bit. Maybe not so much.
But I mean, overall, I mean, it was a good session. Little piss. See, my thought process is, right? So I'm thinking, okay, send me to the fire. I am resistant to fire, thanks to Infernal Lineage, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So I was like, I've got a pretty good chance of surviving this. Everybody else is kind of fucked.
The thing is you wouldn't know how to survive that. Resistance only takes away half of the damage. It doesn't.
Well,
take
yeah,
away
but
all.
you gotta think. When you said fire, I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna throw me into a pit of fire. Okay, I can deal with that. I didn't know you were gonna burning hand somebody. If you just said something about burning hands, I know what that can do. I vaporized a king.
Yes, you did. But,
I know what burning hands is capable of.
But yeah, so I know, especially when the break happened, I got a lot from you guys, and I am sorry I put you through all of this pain. But
Are you? Are you?
a little bit, actually. I am a little bit.
Do you
I
have
don't
some
trust
remorse?
No, it's not remorse. It's more or less pity.
Fuck you.
But yeah, as far as the session is concerned, did you dislike the session?
I feel like we got rushed into combat a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, I know it's kind of integral to the plot, but I feel like we didn't stand a chance at all.
I mean, there was only one thing to do, and that was run away.
I tried that, and then
People started going back.
Mykel went back.
And ironically enough, he was
You
the only
didn't
one
have
who
to
made it
follow
out
me.
alive-ish.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
So where do you think this story is going to go? Because I know you know how most of my stories kind of go, Austin. I would like you to give a hypothesis.
Well, I know we've experimented with battle sequences, so I feel like we're gunning for a battle sequence. Just based on current information. I feel like our big bad is not the actual big bad. And I say that because of my experience in the first campaign.
Mhm.
The big bad we thought was the big bad was kind of like a mini bad. And the big bad was a literal deity.
No, not in the last campaign.
No, the first one.
Oh yeah, in the first one, yeah.
So I feel like there's a gut punch coming where we're gonna kill what we assume is the big bad, and it turns out he's not the big bad, and we've got a much larger problem than this very large problem that we have. So yeah, but I definitely feel like I'd wager to say probably within the next 4 to 5 sessions, we're gonna experience a battle sequence. Um, and I think that you learned a lot from the first battle sequence I did with you. It's gonna go a little different than that one. I think it's probably gonna be a lot better thought. Not so much that your first one was not thought out, but I think that the mechanics of it are going to be a little bit better fleshed out.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, in the immediate future, I definitely see a battle sequence taking place.
Okay. Well, we will see in the future. Josh,
Let's see.
what is your after session review?
Oh, I think the combat was exciting. I did not expect it to go the way it went, though. To be honest, like I wasn't expecting us to be snagged up, and as a method of pushing the story along, did not see that coming, which was actually quite interesting. I've never had something like that happen in a game before.
So
So that
anytime
was
you
kind of
hit
cool.
0 hit points and you fail your death saves, that would just be
Yeah.
it.
Well, it's usually just death. You know, you roll up a new character or some shit. You know, not your party gets snagged up by bad guys and interrogated. So that's kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, the story. I think I'm with Austin on this one. I don't think Brandon's gonna be the main bad guy.
Okay.
Like he feels kind of too crazy to be the main bad guy. Like there's no logic to it.
Okay.
Other than inciting fear. Hey man, he was a nutcase, but there was more to it.
You never know about this one though. This is the first time you've ever met him.
That is true. I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens from this point forward. To be honest, I kind of want to I kind of hope for like a big old battle between the crows and the chosen. You know, I think that'd be exciting because as with the last campaign we were a part of, that's what was supposed to happen. It did not turn out that way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But con wise, I mean, I don't have any cons really. The combat went really cool. Like I said, I honestly can't think of anything con wise. I think everyone played really well. The only other con I would have is, well, I guess the only con I would have is like what would have happened if we all made it out instead of getting whacked like we did.
I mean that was a distinct possibility. I will say that I was gunning for trying to get all of you. I was not expecting anyone to make it out because typically how groups that I have fight is they'll fight to the last bitter end, and I thought that was going to happen. But I honestly was not expecting Mykel to take his character and just zip the fuck off.
I in all honesty, Rodney was contemplating the same thing, but he was seeing everyone else fucking stand the ground, and he's like, "Well, fuck it, let's roll a bike here. We'll build a barricade and let's go."
Ride or die, bitches.
All right. Well, appreciate you, Josh. We will get over to Brandon. Not the big bad. Brandon Hayes.
Yeah. First of all, let's keep the in character my name to a minimum, because God, that's trippy as hell.
Having to respond to what's not my name and hearing my name.
To be fair to you, Brandon, this the entirety of like all the characters' names and shit that was made before I thought to bring you along, and I won't change it.
Oh no, don't worry about changing it. I understand you there, but still, just Jesus. That like I spent half of this session just sitting here trying to think, okay, are we talking to me or about him? So that was, like I said, that was kind of trippy. Other than that, I don't really have any legitimate complaints about it, other than like Austin pointed out, felt kind of like we were shanghaied into that. But although that being said, I also prefer more of the role play, less the combat, personally. So, like I said, just not my general personal preference on it. Other than that, I do think it was a really good session. I was really surprised at how well some of the roles went, and also how long and how well we managed to do in that combat. Because I mean, I kind of felt like you were fudging some and not fudging on others, and that's not a dig or anything. Because I mean, your job's to keep the storyline going. But I mean, that's
I
like I
will
said,
say, I will come out and say that in that entire combat sequence, I rolled no shit on my phone 10 natural 20s.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not using that again.
Yeah, please don't. That hurt. But no, it's
Yeah, but
true.
not outright.
Exactly. So I mean, like I said, I don't really have any legitimate complaints other than just personal preferences, and like I said, other than how it kind of felt, which that's iffy on whether or not on how big of a deal that should be, in my opinion. Because I mean, like I said, part of your job is to make sure the story keeps on and goes a certain way. So
Well,
now that I've said the same thing 5 or 6 times,
the session went exactly how I wanted it to, and it even got into stuff that I was planning for next session. But I'm not mad about that. That just means that the story goes further.
Okay.
So it did end how I wanted it to end, but one of the reasons why I did this the way that I did was I wanted to shock you guys.
Good job.
And again, like how we've been discussing with this game is all about shock and awe. So
true.
You know, I'm going to rub you guys' noses into shit until you tell me to stop. That's how this is gonna go. So, I mean, the beatings are gonna commence until morale improves. That's how this is gonna be.
Well, like I said, that's overall the only complaints I did have aren't things that I would actually take to heart. So I mean, overall, real good session, and I mean, as far as plot goes, you went freaking 90-0 here, bud.
Yes, and this is honest. Well, no, I won't say that. Never mind. We're gonna move on to Pat. So Pat, go ahead and actually come into the camera here. Show the world your pretty face.
I can't do that. That's too much movement. But anyways.
Here,
Since
we'll
I got
use
this
my
chair,
pretty
I'm
face.
climbing my steps to him, kicking you in the fucking dick. But anyways, it was fucking amazing. I didn't really see that coming. But yet I did. I thought I could do some sneaky shit and go over there and help the fucking commander out. Then go up and fuck up their commander. So usually the commanders sit in the back and tell everyone what to do. So if I would have fucked one of them up, it probably would have been good. But no, it didn't work out. Because somebody had to go down. And I'm like, fuck my job. I gotta go.
So what do you think about where the story is going?
It's gonna be really interesting to figure out who's gonna be the big bad because it could be him,
Mm-hmm.
or that one guy is reporting to one person who is a lot fucking bigger,
Mm-hmm.
or like it's like a hermit or something,
Mm-hmm.
and he could be like uber strong. Then
Okay.
I do believe there are gonna be some joining of plans, and we're gonna be figuring something out. If not, we're gonna get fucking booty whoops.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
and also with the hour thing, that helped so much
Mhm.
when it came to the
Yeah,
combat.
that's why I'm keeping Albert up. You don't see it on where the stream is at right now because you get to you're getting a behind the scenes look at everything right now. But yeah, I can just kind of click on there and it'll pop up on the stream. But no, um, Owlbear is definitely a fucking godsend because do you know how long that actually would have taken a very very long fucking time just to go through that fight sequence if we did not have Owlbear. Owlbear.
Facts. Albert saved our ass.
Oh yes. Oh yes, absolutely.
Oh, by the way, I did come up with something
What's up?
to say. I did want to say this was a phenomenal episode for me to come up with ideas for things my character can do.
Mm-hmm.
This episode gave me I have 7 things wrote down on my to do character list that I started this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, props to that. I did just want to go ahead and point that out.
Hell yeah. But is that all you got to say, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we're going to go to last but not least, Mykel. Mykel, the
Yeah.
lone survivor.
Fucking traitor.
The coward.
Giving us the gun.
No, it was cool. Like I said, somebody had to live to tell the story.
Yeah.
I think it was good. Combat was fun. I really. Uh,
Keep it down a second.
so real quick.
Yeah.
When I dipped out, what happened between then and finding dude on the roadside? Like, what was up with that?
Are you talking about like at the beginning of the fight?
Yeah. Yeah, like right before the fight. What happened there? How did we come up on those guys?
So honestly, you saw 2 bodies in the middle of the road. One of them was dead. He died with his eyes wide open. With a rifle by his side. The other guy was shot, had a bloody knife, and he was bleeding profusely from that gunshot wound.
Oh, okay. So we were literally just driving along, and then came across these guys. Okay. I didn't know if I missed a lot, but okay, if that was it, then I didn't really miss anything. But no, it was cool. I'm glad I was able to get back into it right before the sirens started going off. And yeah, we just started fucking going at it, man. Like I was glad that I got to use my chaos bolt for the first time. That was really fun. It honestly crossed my mind, and I will say for just a split second before I came to reason, but it crossed my mind to fudge the roll so that it could jump to a couple different people, just to see how far it would go. But I was like, you know what? No, we'll just see what happens. But no, I think that could really come in handy, especially if the miracle of dice lets it like propagate onto other people. But no, combat was good. I Ket started off like, oh, I'm gonna turn around and go help, and then at the end of the fight, he's like, you know what? No, fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
All right
So,
then.
so with you knowing shit out of character and whatnot, where do you think this story is going to go?
Yeah, I definitely see a whole like battle of the five armies kind of thing going on. Uh,
Yes, please.
and Warren's gonna like roll up a special character to show up at the last minute and save everyone's ass, like Gandalf or some shit. Uh, and
Nope.
yeah, no,
Gimli, son of
but
Glorm.
but no, I'm excited to see how we gather forces. If the crows are maybe bigger than we think they are, maybe there's branches of the crows that we haven't experienced yet, or if we're just straight up gonna go start enlisting townspeople and handing them rifles and being like, "Here, die for us."
We're meant to die for you, but you need to die for us.
Yeah. um, I do think that it's kind of stupid, like just in character logic. I
Mhm.
think that it's kind of stupid that the crows have that mentality like, okay, this is our territory and this is it. This is all we're going to worry about. We're not going to pay attention to anything going on outside of us, because it would have taken very minimal scout work to have discovered an amassing force uh, not far outside of our jurisdiction.
Mhm.
Um, and I think that was kind of an oversight on the war chief's behalf. Just an overly cautious man trying to, you know, dictate his own thing. Trying, like you said, trying to stay in his own lane
Mhm.
a little too much. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for minding my own fucking business, but at the same time, I like to know what's going on, and I feel like a war chief of a major tribe probably should have put a little bit more effort into making sure that no one was coming for his ass.
Mhm.
Um, but no, other than that, yeah, I definitely see a big war, big fight scene coming, big major fucking fight scene, and that should be interesting. Uh, I'm interesting to see how Ket develops further.
Mhm.
Uh, with these last, I feel like this was kind of a defining moment for Ket
Mhm.
in his personality development.
Yeah, gotta wonder what was going through Ket's mind when he was seeing his buddies being carted off the way. Since I will be interested to see how you will bring that back up and how you will
Shit,
roleplay
shit,
with that.
shit.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
um,
is that all that you got though?
um, yeah, I think so. As far as cons, uh, I can't really think of anything. Oh, it was a great session.
Awesome, awesome. Well, for me, again, it kind of went the way that I wanted it to. I know it kind of felt like it was a little bit cheap, but again, it was for reasons of I wanted you to show a small taste of what is to come. Um, and I wanted you guys. This is the first time in a long time that I have brought a big guy in front of the players early on in the game. I did that once before. Brandon remembers this because he was a part of that campaign. With
Dark Eye?
yes, when
Yep.
the big ship that was hunting you guys down, you guys decided, you know what, fuck it, we're do or die,
And knocked him out.
and destroyed the ship. Um,
You said those what 3 months worth of campaigns you had planned that we just
yes,
messed up when we did that?
yes, 3 months of campaigning
Damn.
gone in one session. Um, so I did do that with contingencies because whereas I was going to let you live, I had no problems with killing you all if you guys decided to fight back. Like, none whatsoever. um, because again, the story must go on, and you can die valiantly, but you'll still die. But no, this was to show you guys a little bit of what's to come. Give you a good look at your enemy. Maybe for you guys to form both in and out of character your plan on how to defeat this enemy. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to next session and seeing where you guys are going to be taking this. And I have a feeling I know a direction in which we can take it, but I shall confer. Other than that, yeah, you guys did phenomenally. And there was a moment where I was actually a little bit scared that you guys were going to be running away, because then there goes my big reveal, you know? But,
We're not that smart.
well, you guys were trying, but the second one of your buddies goes down, I will say that I do, you know, admire that with you guys. A lot of you guys don't necessarily know each other personally, but you know, one character goes down, it's automatically like, okay, we're gonna hunker down, and if we die here, we die here. Fuck it, we're dying amongst our friends, and I really like that. And I feel like that is a very Crow thing to do as well.
Instead of running away like a fucking coward.
I was honestly really surprised at two separate moments. One, when I turned around to go try to help Chandler, and all of you turned around with me. That surprised me. I did not expect you guys to turn around. I figured that y'all would just keep going and be like, "Nah, fuck that." Chandler said go, we're fucking going. So that happened. And then when like Warren said, when the first guy went down and everybody just kind of stopped and was like, okay, we're gonna have this battle right here, right now.
It was more or less like all of us are going to leave together, or none of us will leave together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, my headspace of we're getting the fuck out of here. That's why, because I obviously with my internet aids, I was kind of coming and going a little bit here and there. And so I was like, wait, everybody's like off their bikes. Like I'm the only one left on my bike, like trying to leave. Like, okay, I guess I'll stay.
But yeah, I'm really happy with the session. And again, those of you watching, we really do hope that you guys like the session. This was a rather lengthy after session review, which is fine. It's awesome. But I'm thinking that we're going to go ahead and sign off. So if you guys are watching live, please go ahead and, you know, like, follow the page, share the stream to other people. Those things help us, support us, please. And if you are watching later on YouTube, go ahead and leave that like, subscribe, hit the bell, do the YouTube stuff and things to help us out. But
Yeah.
but I think we're all going to kind of bounce out of here, and I'm going to get an earful from my players for threatening them with death. So I shall leave you guys for that. You guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time on Broken Earth.